the fact that literally, and I don't remember who it was now. It was one of the big guys. They posted a delineation of this is how much higher Tyler Linderbaum is than any interior offensive lineman in the league.
Mm-hmm.
So that's hard for me to wrap my brain around.
I mean, we're just setting the market.
But that's not setting the market.
Sure it is. Now it all
No. Setting the market
there.
And that's fine. No other interior offensive lineman is going to touch that.
Mm-hmm.
I have talked to numerous people around the NFL in the last 24 hours. That's not a market-setting deal. That's a market. It's going to be a market outlier for years.
Think so? Okay.
I talked to somebody before my show last night that has long been pretty bright when it comes to contracts. The exact phrase I heard was, if you get one that hits $20 million in the next 3 years, I'll be shocked. Because there's just nobody out there. There's nobody out there that's coming up for a deal that's going to be anywhere in the neighborhood of that.
Mm-hmm. So how much lower should that number have been, I guess is the question.
The number I have for Baltimore is that they were at 22. I don't understand because I don't think anybody else was that high.
Mm-hmm.
So you had to outpace it that much just to get him to accept your money. That's kind of hard for me to reconcile.
Okay. Tyler Linderbaum, what was it, $29 million?
27.
$27 million a year.
It's just a lot. It's a lot for a player that look, I like him. I like him a lot. It's just a ton of money. And then apparently the Raiders decided we're going to rebuild the 2020 Georgia Bulldogs defense because they now have Eric Stokes, Quay Walker, and Nakobe Dean.
Yes.
Now, there are worse ways that you could build a defense.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All usable pieces. No giant overpay there. I didn't think. Nakobe Dean got $13 million a year. Quay Walker gets a little more. Was it $14 million a year? $15 million a year. Stokes at 10. I mean, they're all valuable role pieces.
I think role piece is probably diminishing. I would say it's diminishing Quay for sure. Nakobe, okay. I don't love it, but I can get there.
Mm-hmm.
I feel better about where the Raiders are at, but then again, I felt better about where the Raiders were at for years.
Yes.
And then they still find a way to doo-doo in my punch bowl.
They still find a way not to put a winning product onto the field, but maybe, just maybe, things are changing. Any other big headline moves from yesterday that you want to start with?
The Elijah Vera Tucker thing was odd. I think that was the funniest story I saw of yesterday. Report comes down that he signed with the New York Giants. Only one problem. Nobody told him that. Literally, nobody told him that. So he's seeing all these reports, and he went, I haven't signed with the Giants. He talked to somebody in the media. I don't know who it was, but I haven't signed with the Giants.
Mm-hmm.
I've been in contact with the Giants, but I didn't sign. Then he signed with the Patriots overnight.
Nice.
Which I will, and this is, we have a super chat steering into this as we speak.
Okay. Give me just a second here.
Cause it's all about the money. All about the money. I do this for my hustle.
It's from Great North Sports, who said the Patriots getting Elijah Vera Tucker means they'll have a healthy team for 8 to 9 games this season.
Woo. He's one of those players that you can get excited about for as long as he's on the field.
Oh, he's a good player.
He's like the J.K. Dobbins of guards.
He's a good player. He's just your greatest ability is your availability, and he ain't available very often.
Right.
And now I hate to lose him because he's a good player.
Mm-hmm.
But do I think he's a great player? No. I think you paid him like he is.
Right.
But for New England, the most important thing is protecting Drake May. There were not a lot of options left on the board, so you did what you had to do.
Mm-hmm. Well, as everybody else is growing into their roles with this offensive line. That's another piece, though, that you can use to grow them together, create some cohesion over the next 4 to 5 years. Will Campbell, Jared Wilson, now Elijah Vera Tucker. If he can stay healthy, then it'll be just fine. Drake May should be pretty well protected.
You would think,
unless you have 5 straight games against, I don't know, top
Will Anderson,
top
Danielle
4
Hunter.
edge rushers in the league.
If you get Will Anderson and Danielle Hunter again, may the odds forever be in your favor.
Could be a problem. Could be a bit of a problem. So Elijah Vera Tucker, we had a curveball with that signing yesterday.
I don't know that I would say it's a curveball.
Well, I mean, it was certainly a curveball. It was, hey, he's going to the Giants. Oh, nope, he's going to the Patriots.
I went down the rabbit hole with that. I actually think that was more a media member talking out of turn than it was anything. I think somebody within the building said, we're talking to Elijah Vera Tucker, and he went, I'm going to get the scoop on all of you goobers. Oh, no, you're not. And I'm not going to lie, I saw it, and then it never came down from Schefter or Rappaport. I saw it on CBS. I saw it a couple other places. And I went, I'm not feeling great about what's happening here. Because for Adam Schefter to not have it means it's not happening. Ian Rappaport, same way.
Pro Bowl tight end is on the move, Jeremy.
Oh, God. Just because they
He's
made
really
a Pro
upset.
Bowl.
He's really upset by that.
It's not that I'm upset by it. I just think it's incredibly stupid. Like, okay, he made a Pro Bowl. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that that's how I would have tweeted this. And I like Jeremy Fowler a lot, but come on. First of all, at this point, Pro Bowler means less than nothing.
True. But it also doesn't not mean something.
I'll say it means nothing. The worst quarterback in the NFL last year was Shedeur Sanders. You could say he's a Pro Bowler. That's all I need to know. Let's just stop with Pro Bowl. At this point, let's treat Pro Bowl like, I honestly can't even think of an award that means less.
Mm-hmm. Not a single one.
Do they still do the Slammies? Is that a thing?
Gary Birch was a good pull.
Gary Birch said Kids' Choice Award. That one's
Kids'
solid
Choice
too.
Award was a good one.
That one's solid too.
All right.
I don't even know how I got to Slammies. I don't think I've thought about that in at least 10 years.
No.
We have 2 more Super Chats.
Okay.
Show me the money, money. Show me the money. I like the cash. Show me the money.
Colin said, Jeremy, I'm hearing whispers of my Chiefs are looking at quarterback Tariq Woolen. How realistic is it, and do you see any more moves for my Chiefs? More moves? Yes. Tariq Woolen, I'm going to say I'll be surprised by that one. I'm not going to say it won't happen.
Yeah.
I would be surprised knowing what I know of the Chiefs and how that front office works. I think they'll end up drafting one. I think that's why they were so ready to trade Trent McDuffie, and it was the worst-kept secret I've ever heard in my life.
Mm-hmm.
I think they have spotted one that they think they can get at 29. I don't know who it is, but for some reason Colton Hood's the one that's shaking me.
Okay. I keep thinking Jermod McCoy.
McCoy's
he's
not
the
gonna
one
fall
that
that
could
far.
fall.
He's not going to fall that far. For him, a fall would be into the 20s. You get to 29 in this class,
mm-hmm.
he would go in the top 25 just solely off the tape from 24. If he doesn't do a thing, then he should go.
Truth be known, they could have their eyes on 3 of them and just go, you know what? We're going to ride the lightning. We'll wait till 29. One of these 3 will fall to us. Say Brandon Cisse is the other one.
I like Cisse a lot.
Mm-hmm. And tell me you couldn't see him being the next really good Kansas City Chiefs cornerback.
He does that thing that I don't see Kansas City draft very often. There are a lot of names. I look at both the biblical brothers, Ephesians Prysock, Hezekiah Masses. And if you're also, people forget this. Noel Williams is the one going forward.
Yes.
They saw enough out of him. And by the way, just, if you're new to our draft coverage, you would have known that a year ago if you followed us last year, because I think I said his name 4,000 times.
Mm-hmm.
I saw his tape. I can't even remember who it was. I think it was Connor Rogers that got me up and at him. But there were two corners that he really liked. It was Noel Williams and Jacob Parrish. I went back and watched the tape and went, yeah, he's right. What he said. What he said. I'm going to say it again, but he was 100% right. Just because it wasn't a new thought doesn't mean I can't hop on and go, yeah, him.
Yep.
That's what he said. We have another super chat.
So fresh, we ball, no stress, 'cause we making that money.
It's from Red Sea, who said, I think Drew Petzing was the one who actually wired your cameras because clearly they don't work. I'm not real sure what's happening with the cameras today. One of them will not, it won't be level where it's usually mounted. Tanks won't turn on at all, and I'm not really sure why. So
I mean, it looks like it's on. The green light's on,
and that's fine.
But it's just not coming
the
through on your
software.
side?
Don't see it at all.
Wow, that's
you're just
weird.
a black box.
Nice.
So
nice.
I don't know.
Fat baby tank me. I don't care.
I did.
Okay,
your fat baby ball bear tank.
Ball bear.
Trust me, I have a slew more.
Nice.
You were leprechaun tank yesterday.
Oh,
because it's almost St. Patrick's Day.
That is true. St. Patty's Day is coming up. That means Jeremy's going to be another year older.
It's on the final countdown to 40.
It is.
Monday, I will be 39 years old, which means I will no longer be a year and days from 40.
Yes.
I will just be days.
Yes.
And I don't love that. I don't love any of that.
We'll have the coverage of you next week as well, or this week. Sorry. This week is next week in my brain.
Yes.
Of the ACC tournament coming up here for you on ESPN Asheville. I was thinking next week because your birthday's during the big tournament. But ACC tournament actually starts today.
Oh, yeah.
The crappy teams are playing today.
No, the crappy teams are sitting at home firing their coaches. That was Boston College.
Well, that is
Georgia
true.
Tech.
I mean, they're all crappy at this point, aren't they? I mean, if you're playing on Tuesday, that usually means you don't really have a shot to win anything.
If you're playing on Tuesday, and this is coming from a guy that's been to several ACC tournaments, if you're playing on Tuesday, you are playing in front of tens and tens of people.
No doubt. I mean, this is the finest of Georgia Tech Wake Forest matchups have been played on a Tuesday. In the ACC tournament.
It used to be Wednesday.
Because I synced one.
It used to be Wednesday. And then they bumped up the final to Saturday.
That's right.
We used to do it at noon on Sunday.
Oh, yeah. 2007. Actually, I've probably still got the 114 to 112 in double overtime. I will never forget that from the 2007 ACC tournament. Georgia Tech and Wake Forest had a battle. And there was zero chance we were staying for that game because that was already the fourth game of the day, and we went, we're going back to the hotel.
There's a bar somewhere that's calling my name.
We're going back to the hotel for this one.
Before we go to commercial break, we have two more super chats.
Show me the money, money. Show me the money.
First one's from Slammin' Sammy Joe, who said, I would draft Caleb Downs at 9 to the Kansas City Chiefs.
Uh-huh.
I don't hate that at all. Mm-hmm. And I'm not going to lie, when I saw Brian Cook sign with the Cincinnati Bengals, I went, I think I know where you can get a pretty good replacement for him. That's what started just rallying in my brain of, they could take Downs at 9, take the wide receiver at 29, and then look to add corners later, because that's typically what they do anyway. McDuffie was a first-round pick. People forget the other ones weren't. They've done a really good job of drafting corners over the years.
Yep.
He then said I would take Caleb Banks at 14. That's to the Raiders. That's the pick that came from Baltimore.
Yes, Baltimore's pick.
I don't hate that at all. It gives you a big piece in the middle of the defense. And then said I would go Vega Ioane at 16. I'm so sure that Vega Ioane's floor is the Jets at 16 because currently they have as many guards as the Sportsocracy does. And that's not good. We have two guys that are the size of guards, but in our combine left a little bit to be desired. Also, I did have this weird realization today that Darrell Jackson was the biggest human being I saw at the combine. He and I are the same size. I was going through combine measurements working on the book this morning. He's 6'5", 315. You know how big Jeremy is? That wasn't a fun moment for me. And one more.
Money, plenty of money. Give me loads of money, a lot of dough. No.
This one's from Hui Win, who said, what in the falafel are the Chargers doing at interior offensive line? That's a doozy of a question you have there. I will say not signing Zion Johnson for $50 million is not something that I can rail on you for.
Mm-hmm.
I can be perfectly fine with that. I saw that contract come down yesterday, and I went, oh, Cleveland, hey, there's a good buy low. 3 years, probably $24 million. Then the number came out, and I went, oh, mama, that's a whole mess of monies for a guy that I think Charger fans were ready to kill about 3 years ago.
See, but what's worse, paying him $50 million or giving $27 million a year to Tyler Linderbaum?
Oh no,
because overpaying Zion Johnson is by far the worst choice.
Agreed. Not even close.
Like, I'll give Tyler Linderbaum $50 million a year.
At the end of Tyler Linderbaum, yes, you paid too many monies, but you still got a really good player that's one of the best centers in the league.
And you have you have one important word attached to that: all pro. That's the one that matters.
All pro's the good one.
Yeah.
Pro Bowl is the fictitious Kids' Choice slimy, slimy, Nickelodeon, Oscar, all these stupid awards that don't actually mean anything.
Right. It's become the participation trophy.
Oscar, by the way, yeah. Oscar is the right one.
Right.
Oh, I won an Oscar. Cool. That means that movie people really like your movie. Doesn't mean the fans gave a damn about your movie.
Mm-hmm. The Pro Bowl at this point means as much as the women's All-America basketball team right now. Did you see what they did with that?
I did not.
They gave out 10 per team. Yeah, the first team All-American, 10 of them. Second team All-American, 10 of them. Excuse me?
That's a lot.
You need 30 All-American. Okay, all right.
That's a lot.
Yeah, welcome to the Pro Bowl. You're in the Sportsocracy, and this is ESPN Asheville.
All across the Tar Heel state.
Tar Heels on the run. Trimble to the cup layup. Cannon in the foul.
This is Carolina basketball.
Long rainbow 3-0 but net from the rookie. Out to Trimble. He'll try another triple. Counted.
The home of the 6-time national champions.
Drives and hammers it home. Hello, young fella.
This is your radio home for the Tar Heels.
Asheville's home for the Tar Heels is ESPN Asheville.
Our 2026 iHeart Podcast Awards are happening live at South by Southwest.
And the winner is...
Watch live Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, free at Veeps.com or the Veeps app.
This is the biggest night in podcasting.
Bring the good with avocados from Mexico. Whether you're listening, snacking, or simply enjoying the moment, spark the joy with every bite. Bring the good flavor, rich and craveable.
Avocados from Mexico. Always good.
Good morning, guys. I just want to warn you, traffic is tough out there.
We are here for you to tell you how to keep safe.
Everybody who is listening needs to take cover as soon as they can.
To provide the music, talk, and sports you love. And to deliver the news that matters to you. We are the voices you can trust. We are live and local. We are America's broadcasters. Text radio to 52886 and tell Congress you depend on your local radio stations.
Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month, and you may text STOP to stop.
This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
I'm Daniel Jeremiah.
And I am Greg Rosenthal.
I know that, Greg. We're teaming up on 40s and Free Agents, the podcast that owns the NFL offseason.
This is where teams are built. Free agency, the combine, pro days, trades. Every move matters.
From my draft boards and mock drafts
to my vaunted top 101 free agents and how rosters come together.
Quarterback movement,
surprise signings.
We'll tell you what it means and who really wins. Open your free iHeart Radio app, search 40s and Free Agents, and listen now.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of commitment. Committed to you as our customers and the community that we serve. To do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
It's the moment you dream of. The moment you work for. All culminate into this time. Your moment. Ingalls, we're with you every step of the way.
Selling your home? Don't settle for average. Our real estate team at Clarissa Sells WNC and eXp Realty offers Zillow Showcase, an exclusive AI-powered listing experience available to just the top 10% of all listings in our area. With immersive media, cutting-edge design, and elevated marketing, Showcase listings, they go pending quicker and sell for up to $9,000 more than standard listings. Ready to stand out in a crowded market? Give our team a call today, 828-774-6343, because your home deserves the spotlight.
The Sportsocracy.
The ceiling is the roof. Let's make it happen. Let's keep moving forward.
Back in the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville. NFL free agency watch is, it's not the frenzy that it was yesterday.
No,
we got things calming down a little bit.
We have slowed to a snail's pace.
Well,
when I saw long snapper re-signings, as that's enough for Daniel Jeremiah and Ian Rappaport and Adam Schefter to go, hey, we should tweet about this. That's a bad sign. That means we're getting a little thin.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we are still on the watch for
what?
Trey Hendrickson.
Oh, sure. We've got a bunch of them that should be snapped up pretty soon. Trey Hendrickson, I would have to imagine that's a deal that's going to get done pretty quickly.
I would think so.
Just because I think that's where the focus has to be right now. Everybody that's in that game, everybody's got to get that piece solved before we can figure out whatever else we're going to do, because that's going to be a $25 million contract at least.
Andreas Pinckney wins the comment of the day. You know what we're in. The second wave. We're in the second wave.
That's a good one.
That shows
a throwback.
That shows someone that has been here for a minute.
A long time. Jaquan Brisker is another one that's still out there. Rasheed Walker. We get Tariq Woolen. I'm just kind of going through the biggest names left on the board here.
I think Rasheed Walker has officially hit the level of the market that I thought he was going to hit, which is he goes out there and goes, who's ready to give me $25 million? And a bunch of teams went, for 4 years? Ian, for 1 year?
For 4
you
years.
were smoking crimes.
We'll give it to you for 2 years.
We do have. Do you still have your horns from yesterday?
I do have the horns from yesterday.
This is where we are. This is what has happened. Khalif Raymond has signed with the Chicago Bears. Let's go.
My.
Let's go.
Our
1
long-
year, $1.1 million.
Our long national nightmare is over.
Khalif
Khalif Raymond has a spot.
Has officially found a home. I know that I will sleep so much better tonight knowing that.
100%. I can't wait to find out where Darnell Mooney's going.
Oh,
that was not a serious question.
The San Antonio Brahmas, they need a receiver, right? Is Bob Stoops still doing stuff? Because if he is, I feel like that's a signing that he would be very happy with.
Winners. Let's go. Winners of the period so far.
I don't know that you and I are going to have the same name here. If you had to pick a winner right now, it's who?
I don't know. I wasn't expecting to go first on this one.
All right, I'll say mine.
Who's yours?
The winner so far is the Carolina Panthers.
Okay,
I get it. You
the
overpaid
Devin Lloyd
Jalen.
deal.
You overpaid Jaelan Phillips. You're in a division that is bad. The Atlanta Falcons' big signing so far is Tua Tagovailoa and Nick Folk.
Right.
Woo, 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 woo. You know it. That's not making me feel any kind of way.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, I've been my Sleepy Time show over the last probably 2 weeks has been going through the Netflix vault of Royal Rumbles. So when I make weird 2016 WWE references, just know that's why. It's because I've seen a lot of Zack Ryder.
Indeed.
Seen a lot of Zack Ryder. Saw a little boogeyman. Nighttime in the Green household has been LIGHT lit.
Uh-huh.
It's light. LIT lit. I spelled it wrong. LIGHT is light.
Yes.
You idiot.
or Licht is light as well, apparently.
Gambit fan said Tank with a Funaki reference. I forgive him for everything.
Hey, stand back. There's a hurricane coming.
It's Gregory Helms. Let's go.
Oh,
Shane
Sugar Shane.
Shane Helms.
Yeah, Sugar Shane.
Gregory Helms was. I think,
wasn't he a dancer?
I think
was that guy a tap dancer?
Pretty sure he was an actor in The Notebook. You take that I said that name first.
Oh, I'm thinking of Gregory Hines. He was the
Gregory
tap dancer.
Hines was the tap dancer, yes. See what happens?
Uh-huh.
This is what happens when you stop signing players, NFL.
Sure.
We need you to get your excrement right.
Right. Speaking of Hines Ward, let's get into my favorite of the free agency period. I'll go Los Angeles Rams. With the deals that they've made, along with the signing of Jalen Watson. Now, granted, I mean, if you were just wanting to go, hey, full Kansas City Chiefs secondary, congratulations, you've made it.
I mean, you did lose out on Joshua Williams.
Well,
he signed elsewhere.
Well, there's that. Where did he go?
I think the Giants. I think he was the one that made me go, how many corners do you need? Oh, no, it was the Titans.
The Titans.
The Titans,
which is the other landing spot.
Yeah, the Titans have 7 corners. They all have 2 things in common. They're super thin, and none of them could tackle anybody in this room.
Or they played for the Chiefs.
I think only Williams is.
No, that's where what's his face went, wasn't it?
You got to give me more than what's his face.
Oh, the big one from last year.
L'Jarius Sneed?
Yeah, L'Jarius Sneed.
He had been there. But the fact they've signed 3.
That was like 2 years ago.
The fact they've signed 3 of them kind of gives me the angina that his next snap's probably not going to be in that sweet powder blue.
Could be. Never know. Los Angeles Rams, though, rebuilding their secondary. And then the fact that they're just the Rams. I mean,
Gambit fan is crushing 90s wrestling references. Gregory Helms was a dancer, part of WCW's 3-count boy band before becoming Shane Helms. That's how far back I go. I got his original government name.
Awesome.
This is what people choose to do with their time. And I'm not going to lie. There are times that I go, I'm proud of what we've done here.
Mm-hmm.
Can't say today's one of those days, but we're getting there.
Never forget WWE's greatest dancer, Scotty 2 Hotty, though.
Oh, I was going to say all the ladies on the Godfather's train. That was my answer. They were all great dancers.
That was weird. That was a weird way to
say that. Well, I couldn't say it the way they did. 2026 is a little different than 2002.
You can't say that anymore.
I have to tell you, this has nothing to do with football.
And of course.
Against a commercial break.
When does this show ever have anything to do with football?
Business manager Megan was here earlier, and we were talking about something that her husband and I had agreed on.
Mm-hmm.
And I did look at her and say, I live by a simple philosophy. Bros before business managers. And her face, it didn't change as much as I thought it would. I swear, I thought she was going to get really animated when I said that. She didn't, and it's really the biggest regret I have of the day.
Beautiful. You're in the Sportsocracy, and this is ESPN Asheville.
ESPN Asheville, your mountain weather forecast.
Record today is 76, going to get close to it. Might even get there as we get into the afternoon. We're thinking 78 right now. We'll just see on how quickly the sunshine comes out. Projected to be mostly sunny as the showers, thunderstorms end. Tonight, 57, some clouds. Cloudy in record territory again tomorrow, right around 80. Showers will come in tomorrow night, and a chance of showers Thursday, especially before lunchtime. Much cooler, 53. From the Weather Channel, I'm Ray Stachik.
This report is sponsored by ChumbaCasino.com.
Hey, it's Ryan Seacrest here, and if you're looking for some serious fun, head over to ChumbaCasino.com. At Chumba Casino, you can play all your favorite social casino-style games for free anytime, anywhere. It's the most fun you can have on your phone or computer.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 21 plus.
Running for office means having something important to say. Radio is the most personal medium out there. Voters hear the real you, exactly the way you want to be heard. No filters, no AI, just your voice, your message. And it's 1/10 the time and cost of video. Don't just campaign. Connect with millions all over the country, even thousands in the smallest communities with radio. Call now and be on the air in just 48 hours. 844-844-iHeart. That's 844-844-iHeart.
Hi, Flo here from Progressive. You know, life changes quickly, so it's good to have flexible coverage.
Oh, you mean like adding another vehicle?
Yes, that's something we can do.
Great, because I was thinking about getting a van so we could just keep the kids' softball stuff in the car.
Oh, we don't need to get into specifics. Just saying it's easy to change.
Oh, and Hannah wants to try the tuba.
Again, we don't need the specifics.
Last year, she wanted to be a tap dancer, but that only lasted 2 lessons.
Okay.
But she kept the shoes because they are adorable.
Well, just know that with Progressive, you can easily add another car to your auto insurance because we know life changes.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Your entire sports feed all in one place with iHeartRadio. One tap away. Open the iHeart app and stream your local stations. Catch the latest on Fox Sports Radio or dive into the world's biggest sports podcast. Search sports on iHeartRadio and lock in.
I'm Coley Duffy.
I'm Cody Ward.
And
we're the Chainsaw Brothers.
Actually, we're cousins. A few days after Helene, we was in the driveway having a couple beers, waiting on the power to come back on. And we heard so many people calling, needing trees removed, and couldn't afford it.
So I called my dad to borrow a chainsaw, and over the next few months, we cleared trees for our neighbors. Our business was born out of wanting to help Western North Carolina get back on our feet.
We are fully insured and licensed. We keep our promises, meaning if we say we're going to be there, we'll be there. In these parts, we live how we were raised.
When you call the Chainsaw Brothers, you're not a customer, you're family. We're good at what we do, and we do it for a reasonable cost.
For all your chainsaw needs, call the Chainsaw Brothers. 828-316-1013. Or find us on Facebook. See how we treat our family.
Are you still covered up with storm damage and debris?
Call us about our daily rates at 828-316-1013. That's 828-316-1013. We're the Chainsaw Brothers, and with our neighbors, we are Western North Carolina strong.
Woohoo!
It's the moment you dream of. The moment you work for. Train for. Run wind sprints when nobody's watching for. The moment when hours of gym time, court time, prep time, all culminate into this time. The moment when millions of bounces, blocks, and boards all add up to this, your moment. Ingalls, we're with you every step of the way.
Boy, you must be outside your mind.
The Sportsocracy.
Just a bit outside. He tried the corner and missed.
We are back in the Sportsocracy, and this is ESPN Asheville. Jeremy, go ahead. Go ahead. I know you're upset. You're so upset.
I am distraught. The NBA has just caved to pressure, and they have removed the Atlanta Hawks' freedoms. I mean, really, you know what died today? Freedom. All the things that this country stands for, they died yesterday. Because Magic City Night has officially been canceled for my birthday, the Atlanta Hawks. I'm sorry. Is this America? I thought this was America. If we want to go in thin sweatpants to an Atlanta Hawks game to see adult entertainers at an NBA game, I believe this is America. And you have taken that from us, and I am angry about it.
Good for them. Good for them.
Stupid.
It's not the venue.
The last time
the
last time the Atlanta Hawks sold out a game, their star players were Mookie Blaylock and Dominique Wilkins.
Sure.
So maybe think outside the box. I will give you $1 US right now.
Yes.
If you can name me any player, anybody on the roster for the Atlanta Hawks.
That Risenacre kid. They drafted him like 2-3 years ago. He's got to still be there.
Yep, Zachary.
Yeah.
There's one.
Yeah.
I'll give you 5 for a second one.
Can't. There's no Trey Young. I know that.
Nope, they traded him.
And I forgot who they traded him for.
C.J. McCollum. Yeah, they have C.J. McCollum and Corey Kispert and Jalen Johnson and Buddy Hield and Dyson Daniels and Nikhil Alexander Walker.
Yep.
If that team right there played a game in the parking lot at iHeart Asheville, I'd go out the front door to avoid it.
Yep. I agree. You want to boost attendance? Get better at basketball.
Don't
try to put strippers on the floor. Because here's the thing. It's not just dudes that are going to games.
Right now, it's not anybody that's going to these games. So if you can get anybody in, you're doing gooder than you were doing before.
I mean, you want to have late night dudes only? Sure, okay. The NBA is still supposed to be a family product,
and
we don't.
That's fine.
We don't need to do that.
We don't need the kiddies for game 72. You had 40 other shots to get here, and you didn't bring them.
Sure, but that's not what they were doing. If you did that, charged admission.
The NBA was wrong. The NBA was wrong.
No,
you'll never convince me.
No, they weren't.
Would have been the highest selling Atlanta Hawk game of the year. And
Sure
now I'm
would've.
just angry that it didn't happen to prove me right.
Sure it would have.
There would have been a whole lot of guys that have maybe been an HR complaint at their workplace that would have been in that arena eating your hot dogs, drinking your beer, and probably thinking that one of the Magic City girls was in love with him.
Most definitely.
And they might have come back the next day.
No, they wouldn't.
It's just basic. It's supply and demand.
Oh, you mean the girls might have come back the next
Oh, the girls were definitely not coming back.
then they weren't either. Then they were not.
Yeah, but they don't know that. She might be here, bro. She might be. She told me she's going to be here. She said she'd meet me here at 9.
He's bad.
Look.
He's got it bad.
Look, I know who my constituency is.
Sure.
I'm here to fight for your right to party.
All right, back to the free agency wire in the NFL.
We have a super chat, and we have a question that I need to answer.
All right.
Show me the money, money. Show me the money. I like
the first one is from Colin, who said Trey Hendrickson's seeking over $30 million per year, and no team is actively showing interest in offering that figure. No kidding.
Mm-hmm.
That's per Adam Schefter. A 31-year-old edge that was not particularly good last year, that's coming off an injury-riddled season, is nobody wants to pay him what the Carolina Panthers paid Jaelan Phillips that they were universally mocked for. I clutch my pearls. I am shocked. Look, Trey Hendrickson's a $20 to $25 million guy on a one-year deal. I said this forever ago.
Yeah.
Now, is there a team out there that gets desperate enough? Maybe. He's still, without a shadow of a doubt, the best player on the market.
Mm-hmm.
So a team that has whiffed on all the edge guys, they might have a modicum of interest.
But of course that's where the number started. I told you that's where the number was going to start.
And I told you every team would go, no.
But that's what they've done. Because who's to say somebody won't jump at it? Somebody's willing to be stupid enough to pay Alec Pierce $30 million. Maybe somebody's stupid enough to pay Trey Hendrickson $30 million.
Oh, let's just look at where the cap sits. Oh, my God, the Commanders still have a bajillion dollars. Yep, it's none of those teams. The Seahawks are the one that makes the most sense.
Mm-hmm.
They got Shaheed back. Boya Maffe's already moved on. Reek Woolen probably will move on sometime before the show's over. Seattle's still the one that makes the most sense.
$26 million for 1 year.
I'll go 20.
Yeah.
20 with escalators that get to 25. That's where I think he lands.
Okay.
Now, you can choose to do that right now, or you can choose to do it a week from now. I don't really care.
You get a little $5 million bonus if I hit double-digit sacks, something like that.
Sure. Hey, if we go back to a Super Bowl and you win MVP, we'll give you $25 million. That's also not going to happen. But it just – I don't see it. I never saw the market for it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I got to find the essay in our YouTube comments. Said, Jeremy, do the Commanders get comp picks for next year's draft if a different team signs Bobby Wagner, given his production last season? If not, can you explain how comp picks work? Why, yes, I can. So the NFL sent me an email at some point yesterday with the comp picks.
There were, like 33 of them? Something like that?
Yes, there were 33. So the formula, it's not like a magic Mr. Wizard formula, but they've kind of figured it out. So the way it works is it's not so much the production as the contract that they get on the other side. If you start signing free agents, they start canceling each other out. So Washington has so much money, there's almost no shot that they're going to be in the comp formula. The teams that I would be looking at, Philadelphia, they've lost a lot of players. San Francisco jumping in with Mike Evans, that probably, I'm not going to say it takes them out, but it puts them behind the 8 ball. They're going to have to lose a lot. So basically, for every guy you lose, you can tie them to another player that you sign. And now this is where it gets a little complicated. It has to be an unrestricted free agent that you sign before a certain date. So if you sign a guy in, I want to say it's sometime in June. If you sign a guy in July, it doesn't matter. That's the formula's already been written up. It's done. What you do then doesn't matter. That's the reason you'll see some guys that are post July 1 cuts that don't get signed because the team's like, we'll give you $5 million. You just got to wait until July. So you can't be with the team, which you wouldn't be anyway, because most of those mini camps are not for veterans. So that's why you get that. Washington will not be on the right side of the comp formula. Odafe Owa probably by himself would take you out of that. And the fact that you still have a gajillion dollars. So the team, you'll always know a team is trying to be on the right side of the comp formula. The Philadelphia Eagles, it's very obvious. Reed Blankenship leaves for $6 million a year. Why do you think they did that? Because Reed Blankenship might fetch them a 5th or 6th round pick. Nakobe Dean would probably be a 4 or a 5. Just depends on how the formula works. They never want more than 4 threes. The threes will always be the 4 highest price players you see go. So that's probably Jaelan Phillips, Odafe Owa if the Chargers kind of stay out of free agency, Tyler Linderbaum, am I missing? Alec Pearson switched teams. I can't think of another high-end one that switched teams. I'll come up with one. Yeah. But that's how that works.
The Eagles have 4 of them. 4 of the
and they'll have 4 next year too.
Of the 33 picks. So it's just kind of looking through here. It's all the same teams. It's the Philadelphia Eagles, the Pittsburgh Steelers, the San Francisco 49ers, the Baltimore Ravens.
Well, I mean, it's the same teams that do this. So
right. They just constantly play this game.
Well, and
I'm going to get something out of these guys.
So we started doing comp picks in 1994. Since then, the Baltimore Ravens have had 64.
That's a bunch.
The Dallas Cowboys have had 60. Green Bay's had 54. The Rams have had 53. No other team in the NFL's had more than 50. By comparison, the Cleveland Browns have had 15. The New Orleans Saints have had 18. Washington, the Jets, and Houston have had 19. The teams that play the comp formula are the really good drafting teams because I can let a guy go. You give me a 4th-round pick, and in my head, I can replace that guy. Might be replacing him a year ahead of time, but that is how the comp formula works.
And they're still tying these to coaches too, right? Like if you have a minority coach get hired, you get a pick for this. So like the 49ers pick up a bunch because they've got that Kyle Shanahan factory.
But now none of these were for that.
None of them were for that.
No, because that'll be for next year. So like Robert Saleh, they'll get a pick for Saleh because he was and I don't know how that works with a guy that's a retread. I think that's only for first-time head coaches, but I could be wrong in that. I can send an email and get an answer.
So they ended up with 3 4th-round picks for the 49ers in this comp formula.
So San Francisco's, they lost Aaron Banks, Josh Dobbs, Dre Greenlaw, Tali Hufanga, Jalen Moore, and Shavarius Ward. The only qualifying free agents they signed were Luke Farrell, Mac Jones, and DeMarcus Robinson. So that's a 7, probably a Mac Jones probably a 6. DeMarcus Robinson's probably a 6. Aaron Banks got a huge deal. So did Jalen Moore. Shavarius Ward got money. Tali Hufanga did. Dre Greenlaw did. Now, the ironic thing is San Francisco gets 4th-round pick for Dre Greenlaw. He's not even on Denver's roster by the time. And that happens all the time. Smart teams that stay out of free agency, they wind up on the right side of this all the time. That's also how you see teams like Baltimore that take a shot on a guy that's fallen at the end of the 4th round, 5th round, and it's because they got a free pick. We got a free pick. We can take a shot. And meanwhile, you get teams like Washington, the Jets, New Orleans that don't do this. They don't wind up with that crazy number of picks. Good question, S.A. I don't know that in all the years we've done this, anybody's ever asked me that question before. But that is how it works.
Who's among the we already gave you our initial winners. Who's among the winners?
I think the Raiders are more of a winner than you do. I mean, you just got it. I probably would not love it as much if I didn't know Fernando Mendoza was headed to this team in a little over a month.
Yep.
But now I've got a center. Mm-hmm. I didn't love the Jalen Naylor deal, but at least that's a vet receiver. And I've seen Clint Kubiak do a lot with a slew of slot guys. Mm-hmm. I know they made a run at Shaheed. It did not work out. Shaheed went back to Seattle for actually less money than I thought he would.
Yeah.
He got 3 for 51. I thought that was light.
Yeah, but why would I take – that's the question of why take more money from a crappy team.
I don't know that he got offered more money.
Well, he may have been, but that's what I'm saying. Like, maybe Vegas was in, for more money, and then Shaheed went, yeah, I mean, it might be fun to make a couple more $1 million a year. However,
I like to win.
I want to win football games, and I'm not going to do that with the Las Vegas Raiders. I mean, again, here you have the Raiders making improvements to the team. The doubts on whether or not it will matter still live in me, and I hated the deal for Tyler Linderbaum yesterday. Again, it's all about where he's going, not about the deal that he got. You want to reset the market? Cool. Have fun losing games. That's going to be a whole lot of fun. But I feel that way about every great player that goes to horrible franchises and gets stuck in never winning anything because, well, feels like a waste of talent to me.
For sure.
It's like having Mike Trout on the Angels.
Oh, you love going that one.
It's the greatest example of all time, in my opinion.
Greatest of all time?
I mean, Barry Sanders with the Lions. How about that one? Does that one sit better with you? The greatest running back that we've ever seen was on a team that could not win squat. That's a bad deal for him. He loves Detroit, right? He'll get out there and he'll rah-rah the city and the Lions organization and everything. But you can't tell me he wouldn't trade places with Emmitt Smith.
Sure.
You tell me, I could have 3 of these? Oh, well, let's do that.
I mean, I hate to go my favorite pro wrestler of all time, $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. Everybody's got a price. Tyler Linderbaum, we found his.
Right.
Well, you can come back to Baltimore and win games because this team's going to be good. Or you can take what's behind door number 2, which is just endless cash that you get to jump into like Scrooge McDuck. And he went, pull of cash.
That one.
Full of cash.
Mm-hmm.
All in. Full of cash.
Wait, you're telling me I can have a pool of cash and live in Vegas?
Oh. Tyler Linderbaum is upgraded for Magic City.
Right.
I'm playing in the big leagues now.
Right. Baltimore to Vegas. Could you imagine making that switch? Like, I mean, in my mind, that's an immediate upgrade.
Oh, in terms of
living.
Life?
Yeah.
Your seafood content, your crab ability goes down. Crab's really good in Baltimore.
Well, yeah.
Look, I can find something good about every city that has a professional sports team.
I was going to say, it's Vegas, though. I mean, if I really want it, I mean, I'm pretty sure like Wolfgang Puck has or any of the famous chefs have restaurants or anything like that.
You don't ask for crab in Vegas, it finds you. Baited him in. Bow! Gotcha.
That was it. That was a good one. Okay. All right. Fair enough. Continue to watch the free agency wires, the news wires on what free agents are being picked up in the NFL. More winners and losers coming on the way for you here in the Sportsocracy. It's ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, and 1400. Last night, the Ingles Southern Conference Basketball Championships wrapped up at the Harris Cherokee Center, Asheville. Looked like it was quite the packed-out crowd. Unfortunately, for Christiana's East Tennessee State Buccaneers, they didn't make the cut. Furman Paladins are the champions of the SoCon once again, headed back to the NCAA tournament. Bob Ritchie and company making that trip once again, and now comes the silly season. When the conference tournaments in the lower levels all wrap up, this is when my eyes start turning to, all right, who's moving? What local coaches are moving? Who's getting the call up to the bigs? Bob Ritchie's been on the cusp of that for a long time.
Oh, Bob Ritchie's going to get a big boy job.
I have.
Not that Furman's. I'm talking about a Power 4. SEC, ACC.
No. Just climbing the ladder, one step closer to the top.
Oh, I think he will 100% be a candidate at Georgia Tech.
I have it on good authority. There are a few local coaches that other schools got their eyes on them.
For sure.
So we could see some movement in that.
Well, I mean, just look how many high-end coaches around the college basketball landscape have a footprint. How many of them have we seen just in the years we've been doing it at the English Southern Conference Basketball Championship? I mean, you got guys littering top 6, top 7 seeds in the tournament that they were here at some point.
Yep. You're in the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville. Thank you again to Ingalls Markets for making this year's Southern Conference tournament in Asheville another great success, and pleased to know that relationship will continue for at least another 5 years with Ingalls Supermarkets and the Southern Conference Championships.
You can also check out our social medias, our lovely social media. It was called Manager.
Intern?
Is it Manager? I mean, at this point,
Manager?
I believe Christiana has.
Damn, that's a fast ascent. She went from intern to manager in one tweet.
Well, maybe you could learn something.
I'd rather not.
You see, that's how you make the rapid ascension from intern to manager, because the rest of us looked at each other and went, she got more views in 1 week on Instagram than we got in 6 years. So I think she is the captain now.
Apparently, yeah.
But she's got reels up from SoCon. She did a great job shooting it. Her and Zach went last night, which thank you for that, by the way, with the family events. I had a show last night and then all the things going on. But great time for me to say thank you again to all the lovely people that listen to the show that have sent tweets and messages. One guy got my email. I'm not sure how you got that, but thank you for that. It's the outpouring of love has been really felt by me and the entire family.
You're in the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville. We'll be back right after this.
ESPN Asheville, your mountain weather forecast.
Record today is 76. Going to get close to it. Might even get there as we get into the afternoon. We're thinking 78 right now. We'll see on how quickly the sunshine comes out. Projected to be mostly sunny as the showers, thunderstorms end. Tonight, 57, some clouds. Cloudy in record territory again tomorrow, right around 80. Showers will come in tomorrow night, and a chance of showers Thursday, especially before lunchtime. Much cooler, 53. From the Weather Channel, I'm Ray Stachik.
This report is sponsored by Aleve. Life doesn't wait, and neither should you. Aleve can help you deal with pain less throughout your day. With just one pill, Aleve lasts up to 12 hours. Don't let those aches and pains hold you back from doing what's important to you. Use as directed.
Jake from State Farm. I just beat my running PR, so I'm celebrating with the Banana Bonanza smoothie.
Hey, and you can keep celebrating when you create an affordable price just for you by bundling your home and auto with the State Farm Personal Price Plan. Go bananas.
I will. Hey, make it a large.
Bundling, just another way to save with the Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
Hi, I'm Maria, salon owner. You know the jingle. Now discover the facts about Ozempic, a GLP-1. There's only one FDA-approved Ozempic, made by Novo Nordisk. Learn about the real thing.
Talk to your healthcare professional today. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and to learn more about Ozempic. Semaglutide injection 0.5, 1, and 2 milligrams.
Every now and then you find a deal that actually feels like a win. With Straight Talk Wireless, you get more and pay less. Now that's a good deal. No contracts, no credit checks, no surprises, all on Verizon's 5G network. Find it in the same place you've always found straightforward prices, exclusively at Walmart and StraightTalk.com.
Clarissa sells WNC as the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have, Zillow Showcase. Check us out at clarissasellswnc.com.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of commitment. Committed to you as our customers and the community that we serve. To do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
Do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Our mission, to improve lives with every interaction. This is JW, General Manager at Parks Ford Hendersonville. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com. That's parksfordhendersonville.com.
I'm Coley Duffy.
I'm Cody Ward.
And
we're the Chainsaw Brothers.
Actually, we're cousins. A few days after Helene, we was in the driveway having a couple beers, waiting on the power to come back on. And we heard so many people calling, needing trees removed, and couldn't afford it.
So I called my dad to borrow a chainsaw, and over the next few months, we cleared trees for our neighbors. Our business was born out of wanting to help Western North Carolina get back on our feet.
We are fully insured and licensed. We keep our promises, meaning if we say we're going to be there, we'll be there. In these parts, we live how we were raised.
When you call the Chainsaw Brothers, you're not a customer, you're family. We're good at what we do, and we do it for a reasonable cost.
For all your chainsaw needs, call the Chainsaw Brothers. 828-316-1013. Or find us on Facebook. See how we treat our family.
Are you still covered up with storm damage and debris?
Call us about our daily rates at 828-316-1013. That's 828-316-1013. We're the Chainsaw Brothers, and with our neighbors, we're Western North Carolina strong.
Woohoo! The Sportsocracy.
It fires me up, man. I love it. Say it one more time.
The Sportsocracy.
Shake it back!
Beer City's best sports talk.
It is gross.
Just earlier.
They are mature, actually. You just have to get to know them better.
Your lunchtime dose of dumbassery. Live from the Ingalls studio.
And welcome back into the Sportsocracy. I'm breaking the number one rule. You don't eat on the air. Here's the problem. Sometimes you forget. You ever forget? Happened to me. Just put that sucker right in there as the open was going. Don't know why. Well, I do know why. Where is the little one? She was supposed to bring me food.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. My stomach's eating it. So.
She disappeared before the show started. It was like, I'll be back with chicken. I'm like, okay. That's a long way to go for chicken. Did she order it from the churches in Charleston?
Did you have to pluck the chicken? I'm hungry and I want the Lord's chicken.
She had to go pick up some Raisin Canes in Louisiana, apparently.
Oh, Raisin Canes is good. Well, by the way, how have we not
it's no Huey Magoo's, but
Huey Magoo's is... Huey Magoo's does everything Raisin Canes does, only they do it gooder.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you want a big thing of sauce? Awesome. Here's a styrofoam container. You can dunk it. You can be as fat as you want to be. And as a fatman, I love that. I love that you send it out the door and go, I want you and your health provider to make a decision of how much of this is okay for you. Because for me, it's the whole container.
Mm-hmm.
I also have to ask this question. Why have we not had a big arch yet?
What do you mean?
Why have we not had a big arch yet?
I haven't. I don't know.
I mean, because we need one.
I didn't.
It's the new sandwich from McDonald's.
Yeah, and I've heard of it. It's not an Arch Deluxe though, and I'm sad about that.
I mean, as am I,
because it was that like honey mustard sauce that they had.
Yeah, the Arch Deluxe was awesome.
It was awesome.
It was awesome.
I got so excited when they said, "Hey, the big arch is coming!" And I was like, "You can't call it the same thing."
You can, because they're the Golden Arches.
I don't care. McDowell's was better. The Golden Arcs far superior. Until you bring back the Arch Deluxe. Did we talk about this? What even is on the
It's
a
quarter.
big arch?
It's a quarter pounder, basically, with two kinds of onions and imitation Big Mac sauce.
And Big Mac. So what do you mean
not
imitation
it's not
Big Mac sauce?
It's different.
What do you mean imitation Big Mac sauce? Big Mac sauce is mayonnaise and ketchup mixed together. What?
First of all, it is not.
100%
It is not. There are other things there.
Sure.
Big Mac sauce
spit
is
of salt and a little bit
Big
of
Mac
onion
sauce
powder.
is a kind of it's a take on Thousand Island. It's not quite Thousand Island, but it's close.
Not as good.
Here's my question. McDonald's, make me the marketing. First of all, your CEO has never seen a cheeseburger
Terrible.
in his life.
Yeah, awful.
You make Fatman your directors of food marketing. Because here's you want me to make your new sandwich? You call it the Big Mac, and just take quarter pounder meat and put it on the Big Mac, and take that stupid piece of bread out of the middle, and then you just Mac sauce on a double quarter pounder, and we're all happy. Everybody's happy. All of them. And then you put the tomatoes in the middle with just a little smear of mayonnaise, and fat people everywhere will go, this is the greatest sandwich that has ever been invented, ever. Thank you for coming to my fat talk.
Yes.
My Fed talk. That was a Fed talk.
Fed talk. Sure.
Call it the King Mac.
And then Burger King's going to be mad.
Burger King said, we've revitalized the Whopper, and then they just handed you the same damn Whopper and went, eat it. Eat it. We're going to put it on. If you don't like this one, we'll put it on the ground and you'll still eat it.
How did they revitalize it?
Oh, they just said it was the new Whopper. And you know what they got me to do? Go buy one. And I ate it. And you know what it was? The same Whopper. And it was awesome because Whoppers are awesome.
What were they touting was in the new one?
Oh, it was a new revitalized bun, and now it comes in a box to keep everything from... Don't care. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know what's broken about the Whopper? Nothing.
You don't need to change that at all.
You don't have to fix it. Sting, just because you make it tantric doesn't mean you made it better.
Okay. All right. See, this is what happens when our food's late.
And the NFL stopped signing free agents.
That's true. When you're,
I don't want to talk about Khalif Raymond. I want to talk about good players.
And when your most exciting free agency move is Rico Dowdle going to the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I still like that one.
It's a good move. It's not a bad move. You know, I mean, I hate the fact that they are paying him less than we're paying Kenny Gainwell.
I will say the little
they're not safe.
The very effeminate noise you made when you went off mic yesterday, I saved that. I clipped it. I'm going to use it at a time that I vow will be for good. It won't be.
Sure.
It won't be. But I'm going to use it because it's hilarious. We played it in this room no less than 10 times yesterday. And every time we heard it, we all giggled like schoolgirls because that noise is not supposed to come out of a man that size.
Yeah, Rico Dowdle's making $6 million a year. Kenny Gainwell, $7 million a year. On a team he's not even going to start for.
Colin, we got a super chat from Colin.
Give me those dollars, don't you holler, that's your money, honey. That's what I need.
So I got a fun idea. Can we do a first-round mock draft while we're waiting on signings and free agency? We're not going to do a mock draft today.
A mock draft.
Solely because it can get boo-booed right in the middle of it. However, there is one on the books and 7-round mock drafts for every team coming out starting this weekend. Post-free agency. Then we have the one in the book. Then we have Jeremy's final mock draft, the week of the draft, and then we're in Pittsburgh, and then we all hold hands and skip to the door and see Drafty Claus, and it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Do.
Stay tuned. All Draftmas season long.
I did do a flash mock last night of where does Jeremiah Love go now? Because I feel like it's the Tennessee Titans, the New York Giants, or the Washington Commanders, and I can't get it out of my head.
A flash mock, is that where you get a bunch of your draft nerds together, y'all just go to a mall and start mock drafting in the lobby?
Oh, if you'd let me have my Magic City night, it would have been a hell of a lot more fun than it was. But flash mock at Magic City night in Atlanta, it's a little different.
Y'all should go to Magic City and do one.
Tank, don't tempt me. Okay, that's my birthday. If you tell me I get a mock draft, you tell me I get a Magic City mock draft on my birthday, that's perfect birthday.
With lemon pepper wings.
I like the lemon pepper. It's fine. I prefer the hot, but that's just me.
Yes, it is just you.
But we are going to do a mock draft later in the week.
Okay. All right. Very good.
I mean, look, a lot of things changed yesterday. Sonny Styles, I feel like his range of outcomes just really narrowed because now I think Sonny Styles has a window of 2 to the Jets, 4 to just completely the Tennessee Titans, or 7 to the Washington Commanders, and I think that is an end of message. You were going to play for one of those 3 teams. It's just a question which one. I have never been more convinced that Arvell Reese is going to the Jets than I am right now. Because they went, hey, let's go sign 5 defensive linemen. What does that leave? Linebacker. Who's the best linebacker in the class? Arvell Reese. Thanks, Darren. You don't have to draw me a picture because I think I figured it out. It will not be David Bailey at 2. David Bailey could fall to 7 in Washington.
He could.
I feel like the top 10 of this draft is a lot like those old Goosebump books of, well, there's only 3 outcomes here for practically every team. Now, once you get past the Raiders and the Jets, there are 3 possible outcomes for every other team in the top 10.
Yes.
And that's it. There's just nobody else. As I look at Arizona, it's either Maui Noah, Fano, or Love.
Okay.
Am I wrong?
I can't see him going Love, but
I can.
Yeah.
I think that, I said him last for a reason.
Right.
I think it's one of the offensive linemen. Then you get 4 with Tennessee. It's either Styles, Love, or Bailey.
Okay.
Did I say anything wrong yet?
No.
I didn't think I had either. For the New York Giants, that one's a little harder because I'm looking at the Giants going, how bad do you want to trade down right now, and why is it $1 billion? Because I feel like you signed the player that is the starter in place of everybody you would potentially take at 5, which is why I'm so convinced that they're that they're the team that's in on Love, because they didn't address running back. I do not see Cam Scatterbo being a John Harbaugh guy. So for them, it's Love. I'll say Caleb Downs just to be a differentiator, or one of the receivers.
He has to be on your list, doesn't he?
The knee. And for me, Caleb Downs has 2 potential landing spots. It's Kansas City or Cincinnati. And I don't think, and now with Brian Cook, I don't think it's Cincinnati. Cincinnati, I'm completely convinced, takes Peter Woods. I told you that in Indianapolis. I said, the bodies just don't make sense of how that's going to be the best player on the board. Then free agency happened, and I went, figured it out. Got it. We're good. Peter Woods, 10.
So the knee is a thing.
Well,
for teams to be concerned about.
Anytime you get that D word, degenerative, do you know what that means? I had to ask a doctor this, but there's no way to fix it. So, like, even if they just completely replaced his ACL, let's say he went, you know what, I want this fixed. And they went in and replaced it, and they did the Tommy John thing, or they took a ligament from somewhere else and they put it in there. Yeah. The body's going to work against the ligament. Degenerative means there is nothing you can do to fix this. Now, am I very sure he's out doctor shopping right now? Yeah, I am. I'm sure he's out there trying to find a doctor that will say, no, that's not degenerative. You had the torn meniscus. The torn meniscus because the way the 4 ligaments of the knee work is when one of them tears, the other 3
atrophy.
The other 3 are doing the work of 4, and they'll fray. That's where the fraying came from. We fixed the meniscus. We don't actually have to fix the fraying in the ACL. Once the meniscus is fixed, you take 8 weeks off of it, you're fine. Am I telling you he's not going to find a doctor to say that? Nope. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure he will. The problem is, what does it mean? The independent guy that the NFL, one of the biggest corporately traded entities in the world, said it's degenerative. So there will be teams that just take him off the board. Do I think he could fall? Yes, I do. Because I see a path that he gets past Kansas City, he gets past Cincinnati, and we're into full-on shoe buddy. He could fall. With the Jets signing Dane Belton and trading for Minkah Fitzpatrick, I don't think they would be the path. So, I could see a path that he falls out of the top 17, 18 picks.
Shoo. That's crazy.
I'm just telling you, once you get past a certain point, it gets really hard to figure out where Caleb Downs goes.
Yeah.
Not because he's not a great player, but because you're
it
fighting
also
a medical.
but then again, it also gets to that point of you don't have that guy. You don't have a Caleb Downs on your roster.
No.
Like your argument for Arizona taking Jeremiah Love. Okay, well, we already have 5 backs, but we don't have that guy.
So Todd McShay said this morning, and I agree with it wholeheartedly. The number 1 player in the draft doesn't fall out of the top 10. And that's the reason I'm completely convinced Jeremiah Love's going in the top 10.
Yeah.
Because he's my 1 after the knee issue with Downs. Downs is my 2. I've seen the number 2 player fall out of the top 10.
Mm-hmm.
But see, and if you want me to give you the reason why, look at what just happened with James Pierce. All right, so we had a doc drop yesterday on James Pierce that made it I told you it was worse than we thought. Yeah, it was worse than we thought. Basically, he had been stalking this girl for months. Also, in a police department, not a great look for you because, I mean, she had to stay in a hotel 3 times that I could tell to avoid him.
Mm-hmm.
So all those things we said about character red flags, yes, all of you that have taken a nice victory lap on me, nobody ever said he was that. They told me he was immature. That's not immature. That's insane. So when you draft that guy and it goes that way, you look like idiots. I mean, the Atlanta Falcons look like complete morons because all of the things that nobody even knew what they were talking about. They all said James Pierce is a character red flag. You didn't know what you were talking about. You know, I know that because I talked to the staff at Tennessee and they told me nothing of what was said in the public. It's also not what wound up happening. But public perception is the reality. Everybody says he's a character red flag. Well, then he goes nuts and rams his girlfriend's car. Character red flag. There it was. That had nothing to do with what you were talking about. But it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
So if you draft Caleb Downs at 9, he has a degenerative knee, and that thing pops 6 games in, you look like idiots. Brett Veach can survive that. A lot of other GMs can't. Mickey Loomis could probably survive that. There are a handful of others that have real roots with their team. You can survive that. The guy that's got 1 foot in the grave, 1 foot on a banana peel, he can't.
Mm-hmm.
So you start looking at all those teams that are picking in the teens, they don't have GMs that have steady enough footing to go, I'm smarter than the doctors, Caleb Downs.
Yeah.
And then he falls like a rock. Same thing happened with Kyle Hamilton. It just wasn't medical.
Mm-hmm.
He ran slow, and everybody freaked out, and he wound up going to the Ravens.
Yeah.
I'll also tell you, don't be shocked. Don't be shocked if it's one of those smart teams that winds up going, we'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
We'll even trade up to do it. Because I'm not going to lie to you. You know what team I circled with Caleb Downs, and I went, watch them find a way to do this.
Who?
Philadelphia Eagles. Reed Blankenship signs for $6 million with the Houston Texans. They didn't want to replace him. Caleb Downs falls to 16 with the Jets, and they call and go, hey, we'll give you an extra 3 to get up from 23 to 16. We're going to take Caleb Downs. Okay. Well, Darren Mucci's going, I wasn't taking him. So, sure.
Yeah.
Hop up here. We can get Mekhi Lemon back there, makes us feel better, and his how high at combine interview, it looks like we got an extra 3rd-round pick, and look how brilliant I am. Meanwhile, Philadelphia gets the 2nd-best pick in the draft at 16.
Yeah.
This is how the league works. This is why it's so easy at times to figure out what's going to happen, because you get guys that are not stable enough in their job to take risks. I've got to do what the groupthink tells me I have to do. It's why James Pierce fell so far. I have it on good authority from insiders inside 2 separate war rooms that said we had James Pierce in the top 15. We were just scared to death of whatever the red flags were. Because by the end of it, I mean, he had killed Kennedy. I mean, some of the things I heard were insane, and they weren't true.
Mm-hmm.
But then he does this, and it's confirmation bias.
Yep. Doesn't
mean you were right. Just means you picked up on a story that had nothing to do with what actually happened. And the 2 ends equal, 2 and 2 equals 4.
Mm-hmm.
Caleb Downs is the same way. Your team doctor may completely clear him. The fact that came out of the combine, it can get you fired.
You're in the Sportsocracy, and this is ESPN Asheville.
This is ESPN Asheville, Asheville's #1 sports station.
Coming up the middle on a blitz, he throws to the end zone, touchdown!
Beer City's Tar Heel station.
Off the back, Wilson comes soaring in to dunk it home.
Home of the Sportsocracy.
He said, Kyle Shanahan asked, why isn't tic-tac-toe named Hugs and Kisses?
Hugs and Kisses.
Now that's all Take's going to call it.
Live from the Ingalls studio, weekdays at noon, ESPN Asheville.
Running for office means having something important to say. Radio is the most personal medium out there.
Voters hear the real you, exactly the way you want to be heard. No filters, no AI, just your voice, your message. And it's 1/10 the time and cost of video. Don't just campaign. Connect with millions all over the country, even thousands in the smallest communities with radio. Be on the air in just 48 hours. Visit winwithiheart.com. That's winwithiheart.com.
Hurt in the game? We tough it out. Feel exhausted? We push on. Feeling down? We pull ourselves up by the bootstraps. But there are times when bootstraps aren't enough. When stress gets to us and we need to talk to someone about what we're really going through. So we're going to reach out, because sometimes mental health is not a one-person job. Visit loveyourmindtoday.org. That's loveyourmindtoday.org. Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
Your entire sports feed all in one place with iHeartRadio. Tournament coverage.
Launches a three. Got it.
NFL free agency.
Buffalo's got their quarterback, their running back. Now they've got their number one.
And the first pitch of the new baseball season.
At the wall. Oh, my goodness.
You're one tap away. Open the iHeart app and stream your local sports stations. Catch the latest news on Fox Sports Radio or dive into the world's biggest sports podcasts. Open the free app, search sports, and listen now.
Selling your home? Don't settle for average. Our real estate team at Clarissa Sells WNC and eXp Realty offers Zillow Showcase, an exclusive AI-powered listing experience available to just the top 10% of all listings in our area. With immersive media, cutting-edge design, and elevated marketing, Showcase listings, they go pending quicker and sell for up to $9,000 more than standard listings. Ready to stand out in a crowded market? Give our team a call today, 828-774-6343, because your home deserves the spotlight. Clarissa Sells WNC is the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90%...
Are you still covered up with storm damage and debris?
Call us about our daily rates at 828-316-1013. That's 828-316-1013. We're the Chainsaw Brothers, and with our neighbors, we're Western North Carolina strong.
Woohoo!
It's the moment you dream of, the moment you work for. All culminate into this time, your moment. Ingalls, we're with you every step of the way.
The Sportsocracy.
You were just dumbing a bag of hammers.
It is ESPN Asheville. Welcome back into the Sportsocracy. Follow us on all the socials, helpfully named at the Sportsocracy for your benefit. Just didn't want to make things confusing for you. It is that time for Super Chat. Red Feather Workshop with this one. He says, been watching Howl.
The Cassius Howl.
Yeah. The bend, the Euro step, the spin, the jump chop. Not sure the arm length matters. Most polished so far and hyper athletic. How much does the arm size matter for Cassius Howl and Ruben Bain?
I would say it matters more for Bain than it does for Howl, because Howl is hyper athletic. Bain has a wicked first step. The thing is that it's hard for you just to answer that question because it's so different depending on what scheme you play in. This is why it's so hard to evaluate defensive players. Corners are the same way. There are certain players that a team A will look at a corner and go, that's a second-round grade. Another team will look at him and go, that's a seventh-round grade. We're going to have to break him like a wild stallion because everything he does not fit within our system. Mm-hmm. Cassius Howl, I love the tape on him. I'll go ahead and tell you, I have a top 25 grade on him. March 30th, our top 25 will start leaking out on social medias as the book goes on sale, which is now aptly called The Mullet. Dane Brugler has the Beast. I have the Mullet. Business in the front, but the party's in the back. Because the back is where you get the real deep dive on guys that could go in the 7th round. And you get Bill Workman's top 256 for 2027.
Nice.
Bill's a lunatic. I love Bill. Bill's a Looney Tune. I'm a big fan of that. I told him the other day in a text message, I'm real glad you're on my team, and I don't have to compete with you because you are a crazy person in the best possible way.
So he's already he will have 250.
He already has it.
Already ranked.
It's
for
already
2027.
That part of the book's already done. He's got 256 guys, which is
my oh my
wild.
That is wild. 2026 NFL Draft coming up in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We'll be making the trip on the Ingles Living the Dream tour. Stay tuned for all your Draftmas season content.
That is the last stop on the 2025 Living the Dream tour. We will have updates on what 26 is going to look like, and I would love to give you a better answer than we don't currently know. I know I will not be able to do as much as I did last year. Some new, things happening in my professional life. I can't do as many on-sites as I did. So I think we're going to narrow down to X number of dates, and it will be big events. I know we'll be doing the SEC Championship again. I'm trying to think of the ones that we've confirmed. We will be doing the Super Bowl in LA.
Okay.
I did okay. Tell you that.
You did not tell me that.
I did tell you that.
You did not tell me that. Never mind. We got a lot of questions off the air for that one.
Oh yeah, it's happening. I saw the metric of so you mean I don't have to drive 2.5 hours each way? Okay, yeah, we can make that happen.
Okay, all right. The Sportsocracy, bringing you as close to the 2026 NFL Draft as possible. And, of course, all of the mock drafts and the prognostications and all of Jeremy's finest scouting takes between now and then. Jeremy can't stop staring at the food.
No, it's not the food. No, you know what happened?
What happened?
Business manager Megan just walked in here with a phone that's not activated, and I got a steady pool of angina right here of, sheep shearer, I'm going to get asked a lot of things about that because I used to do that for a living.
Oh, good for you.
Because here's what – see, I'm right now I'm putting all the pieces together of she went to the store, and they were like, well, I mean, we can activate this for you, or you can do it yourself. And in her head, she went, I do sit next to a guy that did this. Mm-hmm. I despise iPhones with the fire of 1,000 suns, and this is why. Because setting them up kind of makes me want to put my head in the dryer.
Well, guess what? It's on you, big boy. It's on you.
As soon as I saw that box walk in, I went, I know what's happened here. And she buttered me up with Jesus chicken. I know that's what she did. I see it as clear as the nose on my face. I know what you did.
Did we have a signing?
We do have a signing. You can indeed hit your button.
Can I hit the hey!
Who's gonna break the news? Who's gonna break the news? Who's gonna break the news?
Since the rest of the NFL decided they were going to take today off.
Yeah.
The Lions are making a move.
Isaiah Pacheco. There's your replacement to David Montgomery.
But they didn't pay him $7 million a year.
Probably not.
Okay.
So what is this?
Do you care? Do you care at all? Is he going to play that David Montgomery role, and will he be good at it?
Good at it, yes. As good as David Montgomery was, no. That's a downgrade. There's no doubt.
But maybe he can find, I don't know, a little something of what he had, what was that, 3 years ago? With Pacheco, hell, it was 4 years ago, wasn't it? Where he was actually starting to look like he could be a starting back in this league, and then it went out the window quick.
I'm not real sure when that ever happened. I never.
It was like his rookie year. His rookie year, he looked really, really good.
On half a workload. And who knows, maybe he can do that again.
Maybe.
He's just not a great all-around back. A good thing for Detroit, you already have one of those. His name's Jahmyr Gibbs.
Mm-hmm. And the more he can do, the better.
Yes. You know what, Isaiah, You had 118 carries last year in 13 games. I think that's enough for 17 games this year. We want to pepper you in about 7 touches a week. Because if it's more than that, you did it wrong.
Yes. You are in the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, 1400. We'll be back right after this.
ESPN Asheville, your mountain weather forecast.
Record today is 76. Going to get close to it. Might even get there as we get into the afternoon. We're thinking 78 right now. Well, to see on how quickly the sunshine comes out. Projected to be mostly sunny as the showers, thunderstorms end. Tonight, 57. Some clouds. Cloudy in record territory again tomorrow, right around 80. Showers will come in tomorrow night, and a chance of showers Thursday, especially before lunchtime. Much cooler, 53. From the Weather Channel, I'm Ray Stachik.
This report is sponsored by Taco Bell. Taco Bell's new Luxe Value Menu has 10 lavish indulgences, all $3 or less. It's easy to get carried away. Like when you try the new mini taco salad, you might ask, do I need a salad fork? The fork in the bag's fine. Luxe Value Menu at participating locations while supplies last. Price and participation vary. Tax extra.
Your entire sports feed all in one place with iHeartRadio. One tap away. Open the iHeart app and stream your local stations. Catch the latest on Fox Sports Radio or dive into the world's biggest sports podcast. Search sports on iHeartRadio and lock in.
These eventful times.
In times like these.
Interesting times, to say the least.
Make for eventful days.
You know, there's never a dull moment. And more is yet to come.
In any event.
We need ice out of Minnesota.
I'm staying till the problem's gone.
Law enforcement is working tirelessly around the clock.
Deliver a peace deal sometime soon.
Ayatollah Khamenei warning of a risk of regional war.
Check in
every hour. That's the way to go.
This is WWNZ.
Some people won't give you the real talk on drugs, but it's time we know the facts. Fentanyl is killing people. It's a powerful opioid, often made illegally and commonly mixed with illicit drugs. It can even be pressed into counterfeit pills that resemble prescription medications. Just 2 milligrams, about the size of a few grains of sand, could potentially be lethal. This isn't an ad to scare you, but it is an ad to make you think twice. Get the facts. Go to realdealonfentanyl.com. This message is brought to you by the Ad Council.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of commitment. Committed to you as our customers and the community that we serve. To do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
Clarissa sells WNC as the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have, Zillow Showcase. Check us out at clarissasellswnc.com.
It's the moment you dream of, the moment you work for, train for, run wind sprints when nobody's watching for. The moment when hours of gym time, court time, prep time, all culminate into this time. The moment when millions of bounces, blocks, and boards all add up to this, your moment. Ingalls, we're with you every step of the way.
The possibility of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially if you're one of approximately 8 million current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking, now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org. It could save your life. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
Are you prepared for an emergency or disaster? Because it's not a matter of if, but when. Don't find yourself saying,
I'll trust water bottles and a flashlight to save the day, but I'll be proved wrong.
With a tornado approaching, I'll realize that I lack a wheelchair-accessible shelter.
When the floodwaters rise, I'll be up in the attic with 20 cans of beans. It's a recipe for disaster.
Let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell. Get started at ready.gov/older adults. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Calculated moves. That's what this is.
I just looked at Tank and said you hit the wrong rejoiner. No, I didn't.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't. You're in the Sportsocracy. It's ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, 1400. I need to give myself another second to chew that last bit of sandwich because, I mean, that's a lot. It's a lot to hork down during the break, but so thankful I did, and thank you to Curly for going to get that for us.
Oh, she's locked into trying to make an iPhone work.
Yeah,
she's not going to acknowledge anything you say for at least an hour.
Yeah. Thank
you
God
could tell her where Jimmy Hoffa's buried right now. She wouldn't even know what state you said.
And see that why my wife does this with her iPhone as well. Like, it takes her forever to do anything. I went to the T-Mobile store, handed them my Samsung, and they went, "Here you go. Here's your copy." It was like 10 minutes.
Here's a bigger one.
Here's a brand new phone. Here you go.
Here's a bigger one. Don't drop it in the pee water. Done.
It's like, it's got all your stuff on it. I actually just touched them together, and they, boom.
The funny thing is, one of these days, there's going to be a Netflix documentary called The Conspiracy of Apple. And Jeremy's going to be sitting here going, I tried to tell you that for like 20 years.
It's been going on a lot longer than that, it feels like. It's been forever. There's nothing special. In fact, they suck.
Oh, I do always love when they have AppleCon or whatever it is, and they're like, hey, look at this new feature of your iPhone that Samsung had 6 years ago.
I'm still waiting to figure out when they're going to be able to put the zoom on an iPhone camera. That's wild. I could take a picture of your nose hairs from over here with my phone.
I will say, Tank's phone is somehow he bought like the cheapest phone they have, and it's the best camera. I think you could shoot it with a 9mm and it would still work.
No, see, because I got one of them Shohei Ohtani deals. It's actually the really good phone. I just got a Shohei Ohtani deal where I don't have to pay for it till 44.
Oh God, you didn't do that like pay it off in 5 years thing, did you?
I'm sure I did. I don't know. They went, hey, would you like a new phone for free today? What do I have to sign?
You need some blood? You want one? I have 2 children.
You can have both of them.
I'll give you one. I have a duplicate.
You can have both. Man said both. It's time to get weird. See?
On the weird scale, there's Vegas, there's Florida, and there's Asheville. Let's get weird, Asheville.
Exactly how I drew it up.
I railed on you for not hitting the joiner. Then I didn't hit it. So we just sat there on the screen like do for 10 seconds.
It's fine. I sprung it on you. No worries. Jeremy, weird things keep happening. Like the World Baseball Classic. I don't get it. I really don't. For everybody who's all jazzed up about USA, of course I'm on our side as well. However, I don't get it. I've never gotten it. I don't understand. Like, I feel about the World Baseball Classic like Jeremy feels about the Olympics. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. Why do we do this? We already have a World Series, and that's the world champion. Why do we need to let other countries in on this? I don't get it. It's not a point of pride for me. However, apparently it is a point of pride for our good friend, the Big Dumper, Cal Raleigh. So Randy Arozarena, who is his teammate in Seattle, is playing for another country. And they're playing America. And Randy Arozarena comes up to the plate, and he sees the Big Dumper, his teammate, behind the plate, and what does he do? He tried to shake his hand. He tried to be like, hey, man, I ain't seen you since practice last week or whatever. And Cal Raleigh just went, no, sir. No.
It's going to be a no from me.
We're not doing this. I'm not dapping you up. I'm not shaking your hand. I'm not saying nothing.
We ain't boys. We ain't friends. We damn sure ain't boys.
Cal Raleigh just went full, it's America against the world. FTW. And Randy got pretty ticked about it. He threw out some expletives to the media after it was all over.
What country does he play for?
I don't care.
I was about to say, if he got his feelings hurt, why do I have France in my head? Oh, he did not shake my hand.
He was playing for Mexico.
Okay, that surprises me.
Yeah. He's playing for Mexico. And
Randy Apples and Oranges, I don't know who that person is, so I genuinely had no clue. I don't know who that person is. You could have
He's
made
been
that,
around for a while.
You could have made that name up. I'd have been none the wiser.
Sure.
My story comes from Fort Myers, Florida. I'm going to read it verbatim, and then I'm going to tell you why it's newsworthy. This is from the Dude Humor Report on the Facebook.
Yep.
Florida man found sunburned, disoriented on Sanibel Causeway, claiming he was kidnapped by dolphins and forced to build an underwater city. Lee County Sheriff's deputies responded to the Sanibel Causeway early Monday after a motorist reported a man standing on the shoulder soaking wet and drawing blueprints in the sand. According to the police report, Ricky James Hollowell, 33, was found barefoot, severely sunburned, and wearing only swim trunks. He told deputies he had been taken against his will by a pod of dolphins 3 days ago and forced to work on what he called an underwater construction project. According to Hollowell and the police report, Hollowell claimed the dolphins approached him while he was swimming off Fort Myers Beach, escorted him to a site 40 feet below the surface where they needed help building structures. Now, do you see how insane that story is?
100%.
The Lee County Sheriff's Office had to come out and go, you know that's fake, right? It was shared 6,000 times.
Mm-hmm.
At some point, the brain has to take over and go, this doesn't make any sense. Let's see how many different ways I can make this not make sense. First of all, dolphins don't have thumbs. They have flippers. So how could a animal with flippers and no thumbs take a person? 2, Randy here can't breathe underwater, you idiots.
Mm-hmm.
How does this have to – how does this even come up in a sheriff's office where you go, we have to tell the dum-dums that there's not actually a roving gang of miscreant dolphins that are coming to take people, because they were writing letters and they were sending in tweets of, what are you going to do about our dolphin problem?
Mm-hmm. They were not.
100%. There's thousands of them on their Twitter account. And you know what? Some of them were probably kidding.
You got to be.
Some of them probably were. I feel like there were some people that went, oh my God, we have full-on Sons of Anarchy happening with the dolphins off the coast.
Never for a second did I think that was anything other than a guy super high on meth.
And yet, there were people that bought it. And those people drive on your roads.
Right. Jonathan Welch says Dolphins also owe $119 million to quarterbacks in 2026.
I'm not going to lie. I was going to tie this into I believe they left out the word fan. Dolphins fan was kidnapped by dolphins.
They are 3 hours every Sunday. They are kidnapped by the Dolphins.
Can't wait for them to
and
have
just forced to watch iBroccoli.
Malik Willis throwing to Malik Washington, Taj Washington, Greg Dulcich, Miami Dolphin football. You'll watch because it's on. We put it on television,
that's half of
so
the
you
NFL,
will watch it.
honestly. So
for sure. Right now, I'm not going to lie to you. I would kill for a Miami Dolphins, New York Jets Thursday night football game. Just give me something to look forward to.
Hell yeah. Just something other than draft prospects 976.
I'm real glad I was recording that because I got that super in on your face. That's going to be a sizzle reel for the book. I could guarantee it.
I've been working on your one eye cross thing. I mean, you do it naturally.
Yeah, I do it because I have a lazy eye. So all I had to do is go, and
See,
it just does it itself.
I got to work on it. I got to cross my eyes and then look at the one finger and then let it cock back to the side. And then you got to train it because it keeps going back. Like,
yeah,
these are the things I work on when I'm not at home or not at work.
Because only one of my eyes goes in. The other one just all here in space, just roaming around like
floating right out there. Tell me, old cockeye, what's going on the NFL waiver wire?
Yeah, that was an Avenger that was not nearly as popular. Jeremy Renner was Hawkeye. I was Cockeye. You didn't do that on purpose. It was awful funny. Oh, thanks full on Big Tickle.
No, I mean, the wheels are turning, and it's just so many jokes that would just piss off the FCC commissioner.
For sure.
So just keep going.
We have breaking news.
Who's gonna break the news? Who's gonna break the news? Who's gonna break the news? Who's gonna break the news?
We have a new highest paid kicker in the NFL. I want to see how many guesses it takes you before you get it right.
If Popeye ate spinach, then what?
Fireball, and Camel cigarettes. I know where you're headed. I'm trying to take it anywhere but there.
Sure. Highest paid kicker. Is that what we're talking about? What'd you say?
Yep.
Justin Tucker. Oh wait, no, we don't do him anymore.
No, that was
he did things. Dicker the kicker.
No. This one, it genuinely. I mean, it kind of makes sense, but not really.
Andres Borregales. I don't know.
Kaimi Fairbairn.
Hey, there we go. Why?
I don't know.
I mean, he is the best player on the Texans. So
that's not even kind of true. Daniil Hunter, Will Anderson, Nico Collins. That's just off the top of my head. Derek Stingley, Jalen Petrie. The Houston Texans have a lot. That's kind of shocking to me.
You find a steady guy. It's time to pay him, I guess. I don't know. What's the contract?
2 years, $13 million. The highest paid kicker in the NFL makes less than the third running back for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
I hate you. I don't watch this game.
That's the whole reason I told the story. That was the only reason. I couldn't care less about Kaimi Fairbairn, but I knew I would push him to almost profanities when he realized that every kicker in the NFL makes less than Kenny Gainwell.
I think I made Christiana P. She was
scared to death.
She saw that bell in my hand and she went, no.
Oh, she was scared to death.
How dare me try to social media during Take shenanigans?
Like I was just on Premiere Pro, and the next thing I knew, it was assault.
It looks so much worse when you abuse your social media manager than it does your social media intern. I'm going to need you to change her title back. Take the title back with...
Gambit fan said that was a Jeremy 10 out of 10 setup. Never saw it coming. Yeah, he might be the transition king, but I'm the setup guy.
So, Kaimi Fairbairn is the highest paid kicker in the NFL. Congratulations. You know what? Isaiah Pacheco also found a job today. So, we're doing stuff.
Hey,
everybody's just doing stuff.
Joshua Brooks in the YouTube chat said Geno Smith might be going back to the Jets. And you know why I don't believe that's happening? Because I firmly believe in a Justin loving God that would never put me through that again. I mean, I had to deal with it in college. Then I had to deal with it with the Jets. Then he went to Seattle, who I low-key loved for years. I can't Geno again. I cannot do it. No.
I never thought I'd see the day where Jeremy would be pounding the table for Kyler Murray.
I didn't think it was happening either, and yet here we are. Because the alternatives were Tua Tagovailoa and Geno Smith. Actually, you know what?
Or Ty Simpson.
You shut your Magic City mouth over there. You don't say that name attached to the New York Jets because I will absolutely lose my mind. You don't want to know what will happen if it's not happening at 16.
I was going to say it could not happen.
No, it's not happening at 16. But if we're in the second round and I see Roger Goodell step to that podium and go, with the 44th pick in the NFL draft, the New York Jets select Ty Simpson. I swear to you, I will be in handcuffs before he's off the screen on ESPN. NFL security will tase me 86 times.
I'd almost be willing to bet that happens.
I'll bet you it doesn't. Let me put it this way. You remember when I got disappeared for about 2 hours at the combine and everybody went, where did Jeremy go? I got a pretty good idea what the Jets are doing, and it ain't that. So unless they stared me in my face and lied to me, which I don't think they did.
They told you they weren't taking a quarterback? Okay.
What are you, a cop?
Hey, just making sure I'm drawing the right lines here.
I just tell you I know which one they like, which one they
was
don't.
it a quarterback or was it a Ty Simpson thing? That's more the
I assert my Fifth Amendment right to not self-incriminate myself.
Sure. Okay. Stop doing crimes, by the way. Don't criminate anything, especially yourself.
We have a super chat, and it's a good one.
All about the money, money, money. All about the money, money, money. I do this for my
Red Sea legend says that Bell costs less than the Bucs are paying Kenneth Gainwell. Kenneth Gainwell's contract would actually finance $3.7 million Kevin Vick Memorial Bells to be in this studio. By the way, Kevin Vick's still alive and well. Talked to him this morning.
Is he? Okay,
yeah.
Good to know.
I mean, he has had a Memorial Bell for 3 years, and he didn't pass.
Mm-hmm. That he has. And that's been like 6 years, by the way.
God, how have we been doing this? How do they let us do this every day? Like, and they get happy when we show up, too. Yeah, you're back another day.
Well, look, it just shows you that there's still a pulse around here.
Hey, I had one of the management team look at or on a call with me yesterday say, you ain't going anywhere. All right. Let's see how far I can push that line.
No doubt about it.
Am I annoying you yet?
Yep. Am I annoying you yet? Been there, done that.
Mm-hmm.
6 years. Got several T-shirts. They all wound up spoiled.
Employee of the year, Ed fired.
Yeah. That's how that goes. Isaiah Pacheco, Dawson Knox, Greg Newsome, Benjamin St. Just. Just a handful of the superstar deals that have been done.
Former member of the Amon-Ra St. Brown team, Benjamin St. Just.
Benjamin St. Just.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
He was there. I seen it. Mm-hmm. I wrote it. Mm-hmm. I did it.
We had the curveball yesterday. Elijah Vera Tucker not going to the Giants.
Going to the New England Patriots.
Apparently going to the New England Patriots. And Khalif Raymond joins the Bears. Woo! I mean, we could just shut it down after that. Once Khalif Raymond has signed, nothing else important is happening in the NFL free agency.
And yet legend has it Trey Hendrickson is still sitting on a beach somewhere going, I'm worth $30 million. And nobody wrote back.
Mm-mm. Not a soul. But lower that down to about 24, you'll start getting some more calls.
All of a sudden. And all of a sudden, the phone worked.
Mm-hmm. Strasvutia. You are in the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, and 1400. We got the final hour of the day coming your way next.
In Asheville, your mountain weather forecast.
Record today is 76, going to get close to it. Might even get there as we get into the afternoon. We're thinking 78 right now. Well, to see on how quickly the sunshine comes out, projected to be mostly sunny as the showers, thunderstorms end. Tonight, 57, some clouds. Cloudy in record territory again tomorrow, right around 80. Showers will come in tomorrow night, and a chance of showers Thursday, especially before lunchtime. Much cooler, 53. From the Weather Channel, I'm Ray Stachik.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Having trouble sleeping? Visit Mattress Firm during the Upgrade Your Sleep sale. Their sleep experts will help find your perfect bed from a premium selection of top brands. They make sleep easy.
You know who's listening to the radio? Voters. Lots of them. So if you're running for office, this right here, great place to reach them. And it's not like social media where people are just swiping through ads. With radio, they're engaged. Plus, it's 1/10 the time and cost of video. Don't just campaign. Connect with millions all over the country, even thousands in the smallest communities with radio. Call now and be on the air in just 48 hours. 844-844-iHeart. That's 844-844-iHeart.
This is ESPN Asheville, Asheville's #1 sports station.
Coming up the middle on a blitz, he throws to the end zone, touchdown!
Beer City's Tar Heel station.
Off the back, iron! Wilson comes soaring in to dunk it home.
Home of the Sportsocracy.
He said, Kyle Shanahan asked, why is it tic-tac-toe named Hugs and Kisses? That's all Take's going to call it.
Live from the Ingalls studio, weekdays at noon, ESPN Asheville. ESPN Asheville, broadcasting from the Ingalls studio at Radio Ranch. Log on to ESPNAVL.com and make us your number one preset on the iHeartRadio app. ESPN Asheville, number one for sports coverage in the mountains.
It's the moment you dream of, the moment you work for, train for, run wind sprints when nobody's watching for, the moment when hours of gym time, court time, prep time, all culminate into this time, the moment when millions of bounces, blocks, and boards all add up to this, your moment. Ingalls, we're with you every step of the way.
Over 50,000 police officers are assaulted on the job each year, leading to injuries and death. This is the reality they deal with when making contact with the public. Another reality is that if someone doesn't comply with a lawful order or uses force against them, police may have to use sufficient force in response to obtain compliance. Use of force is always ugly. Nobody likes it, especially police, and nobody knows how it will turn out. Spread the word. For de-escalation to work, both parties must de-escalate. And de-escalation isn't necessary if there is no escalation. Help police by not escalating. Don't attack or try to disarm an officer. Whether it's getting asked a question, getting a citation, or getting arrested, don't argue, don't resist, don't flee. After the encounter has been resolved is the time to address any complaints. Comply now, complain later. Keep everybody safe. This message brought to you by the National Police Association. To learn more about how to help law enforcement accomplish its goals, visit nationalpolice.org.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of commitment. Committed to you as our customers and the community that we serve. To do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
Selling your home? Don't settle for average. Our real estate team at Clarissa Sells WNC and eXp Realty offers Zillow Showcase, an exclusive AI-powered listing experience available to just the top 10% of all listings in our area. With immersive media, cutting-edge design, and elevated marketing, Showcase listings, they go pending quicker and sell for up to $9,000 more than standard listings. Ready to stand out in a crowded market? Give our team a call today, 828-774-6343, because your home deserves the spotlight.
I'm Coley Duffy.
I'm Cody Ward.
And
we're the Chainsaw Brothers.
Actually, we're cousins. A few days after Helene, we was in the driveway having a couple beers, waiting on the power to come back on. And we heard so many people calling, needing trees removed, and couldn't afford it.
So I called my dad to borrow a chainsaw, and over the next few months, we cleared trees for our neighbors. Our business was born out of wanting to help Western North Carolina get back on our feet.
We are fully insured and licensed. We keep our promises, meaning if we say we're going to be there, we'll be there. In these parts, we live how we were raised.
When you call the Chainsaw Brothers, you're not a customer, you're family. We're good at what we do, and we do it for a reasonable cost.
For all your chainsaw needs, call the Chainsaw Brothers. 828-316-1013. Or find us on Facebook. See how we treat our family.
Are you still covered up with storm damage and debris?
Call us about our daily rates at 828-316-1013. That's 828-316-1013. We're the Chainsaw Brothers, and with our neighbors, we are Western North Carolina strong.
Woohoo!
Do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Our mission, to improve lives with every interaction. This is JW, General Manager at Parks Ford Hendersonville. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com. That's parksfordhendersonville.com.
The impact of a meal goes well beyond feeding our bodies, because when people don't have to worry about where their next meal is coming from, they can truly thrive, like Marta.
And now we'll hear from our class valedictorian, who with our hard work never ceases to amaze us. Please welcome Marta Moreno.
And Alex.
Hey, Alex, how did the interview go?
I did it! I got the job! I can't believe it!
I knew it. Let's meet up later to celebrate.
And Diego.
Mom! I got first place at the science fair with my volcano project.
That's amazing, sweetie. Congratulations.
Because when people are fed, futures are nourished, and everyone deserves to live a full life. Join the movement to end hunger at feedingamerica.org/actnow. feedingamerica.org/actnow. A public service announcement brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Asheville's #1 sports station, ESPN Asheville, WPEK W225CJ Fairview, WMXF Waynesville, an iHeart radio station, guaranteed human. Live from the Ingalls studio.
I can't wait to play with myself every day.
The Sportsocracy.
Damn the devil to hell! Let the big dog see! Let him on the field!
Come get you some of this.
Fire them cannons! By golly, put more powder in those things.
He couldn't take any more disappointment.
Oh my God. The Jets killed him.
Welcome back into the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, 1400. Sportsocracy heard everywhere you go on the iHeart Radio app, seen everywhere on YouTube. Just go to thesportsocracy.com, click the live video link, subscribe to the channel. Join us in the chat. You can throw out your questions, suggestions, whatever for the show as well. Sorry, I had that playing in my ear. That wasn't fun. Didn't like that. Didn't like that at all.
Are you ready for the top of hour 3? Ninja Star.
Oh, Ninja Star.
Oh,
What's
yeah,
the Ninja Star?
Oh, we're going hard right turn. It's daily draft time.
Oh, jeez.
And I didn't give Tank any heads up.
No, he didn't. Well, this is the first I'm hearing of it. So, what's the daily draft?
Best and worst signings of free agency.
Okay.
I'll go first if you would like me to.
Sure, go ahead.
I'm gonna. So you need three good.
Okay.
3 bad.
Okay.
My first one is Devin Lloyd, and it's not really all that close.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not all that close. If you had told, first of all, Devin Lloyd's not just an off-ball linebacker. Really good coverage guy at times, and he has pass rush chops. I had him as the 4th best free agent on the market, and I get it. This is a good off-ball linebacker class. There are not a ton that can play in the middle of that Carolina defense. And I'll be honest with you, I've seen Devin Lloyd play in the middle of a defense like this. Didn't go particularly well. What he did in Jacksonville last year, it's the best I've seen him play. But this is a team that brought him in with an absolute intention of being the missile in the middle of that defense.
Mm-hmm.
And you tell me that I'm putting him in the middle of Jaelan Phillips, Nick Hurting for a Scorton, and Princely Amun Malayan, we're going to get after quarterbacks.
Hurting for a Scorton.
Even though they've released Ashawn Robinson. I mean, I feel like your Sarah McLachlan button has never been more apropos than right now.
Mm-hmm.
Ashawn Robinson, I mean, whatever will we do without the production from Ashawn Robinson? I mean, it ended before it was even really here. Where will the Panthers ever replace your 2.5 sacks? For $40 gajillion or whatever it was they paid you.
No good. No good. Hopefully their free agent signing of Jaelan Phillips will pay off way more.
I would say so. I do really like the Devin Lloyd signing. I love pairing it with Jaelan Phillips because I think that's just going to be really important for Carolina. Look, you're in a bad division. Bad division. New Orleans is not there yet. Tampa Bay is regressing aggressively. And I don't think Atlanta's there yet either. You take what they've already added, you throw in a Caleb Banks at 19, and all of a sudden, I'm looking at Carolina going, that's the best team in the division, and I'm not sure it's all that close. It's a team that won it last year, and I don't have much reason to think they're not going to win it this year either.
Well, I mean, it's you got to really suck to lose this division. Well, I know. Ask me how.
Because your team will be one of those 3.
100%. And if they're not, then everybody else sucked to lose it to us. Because that's happened 3 out of the last 4 years.
I feel like if Tank's number 1 worst deal is not Kenny Gainwell, he's not being genuine to himself. I mean, it doesn't have to be. You pick whatever you want to.
I mean, do I have to take that first?
No. I mean, I'm not going to take it.
I mean, because I will.
I mean, you're the one that keeps throwing bells about it. I'm not even upset about it.
It's absolutely stupid. It's moronical.
Oh, my God, he just went AOC.
Mm-hmm.
It's moronical.
Learn
a book.
It is. It is. How anybody could think that Kenny Gainwell's worth $7 million a year is beyond me. I don't even think his mother would pay that much for him. And if she would, she needs to have her head checked and possibly her credit.
Kenneth Gainwell is going to punch you in the face the next time we see him. And I'm personally very excited.
He can if he would like to. Because I will gladly sue him for all of that $7 million and maybe recoup it just for myself.
Oh, you had to go Weenie Hut Jr. there. That was very on brand.
100%.
Oh. All right, your number one best or worst contract of free agency is?
Kenny Gainwell.
Oh, no, he's actually going Kenny Gainwell. I didn't expect that.
Yeah.
$14 million, enough to just, dead.
When you're worth $2 total? Sure.
What is your hatred of Kenneth Gainwell?
He's not that. How about that? Okay, so he caught some passes last year. Woohoo! He's the only damn player on the team worth a damn.
I mean, he averaged 4.7 yards a carry.
I don't care.
It's not bad. And he did have, good Lord.
Do I have a running back better than that? Yes or no?
Yes.
Then why would I spend $7 million on a running back that's inferior?
Because he's the pass catcher. Because Bucky's never really shown a great ability to do that. He catches screens. He doesn't do anything else.
Do I? I don't get
now,
it.
do I think you would? Now, do I think you would have been in the same boat spending $1.5 million on Rachaad White? I kind of do. But Kenny Gainwell's better than Rachaad White, so
fractionally,
I don't think it's fractionally. I also don't like Rachaad White at all, so I'm maybe not the most unbiased observer there.
Yeah, no, that is the dumbest deal that I've seen so far.
Wow, that one wasn't in my top 10. I mean, trust me, I would have gotten there
based
eventually.
On percentages.
I would have gotten there
it
eventually.
Should be based on the percentages. It absolutely should be.
Ooh, I got some doozy bad ones.
Some doozy bad.
Oh yeah, there's some contracts that and most of them happened after the show was over yesterday, and the numbers would come down, and I'd go, "What? Have you lost your mind?"
All right. Let's see. Next one. I'm gonna go with a good one here. A good signing. Still waiting to find a good one. Wow. Oh, okay. Screw it. We'll just keep doing bad ones. Alec Pierce.
That one was pretty high on my list. The
Indianapolis Colts were just as wrong for giving $30 million to Alec Pierce as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers were for giving $7 million to Kenny Gainwell.
So, Alec Pierce is one of those players that I just look at and go, have you ever been the best player on your own team?
No.
I
I don't even know what he was in Cincinnati.
Going back to college. He wasn't even the best player on his college team. I don't get it. I mean, it's a guy that for his career, in 4 years, has 157 catches.
Mm-hmm.
That's not good.
This is like an NBA contract.
That's actually a really good reference.
Hate those contracts. It's like, well, he could be something one day. Okay. You come back to me when you're something.
Do you know what Alec Pierce's career success rate is? Success rate is catches on targets.
No.
It's fractionally over 50%. He has 157 career catches on 296 targets.
That shocked me.
For point of reference, I'm going to look to the okay. So T. Higgins is the one closest to him,
mm-hmm.
and I didn't prep this. I feel pretty sure I know what it's going to say. T. Higgins, 389 catches on 610 targets. That's a little better. And I get it. One of them had Joe Burrow. The other ones had Anthony Richardson, Daniel Jones. I'm well aware of that.
Mm-hmm.
Well aware of all of that. Michael Pittman, who your deal just cost your team Michael Pittman. 709 targets, 485 catches. For significantly more yards. I don't get it. I'm never going to get it. I think Alex Pierce, I think that deal is insane.
Yep. I agree.
And the funny thing is, it's not the craziest deal on the board to me. because that distinction belongs to one. Oh, and I'm actually going to look up what his full name is. Alontae Devon Taylor. I don't know. I don't know what level of dirty pictures you have on Robert Saleh, but anybody that thinks that kid's worth $20 million a year, I think we need to talk. We need to take you to a room where everybody's going to talk to you real quiet because you are out of your mind. I'm not even sure he's a good corner, let alone worth $20 million. I'm not sure he's worth $2. Everybody tells me he is, but then I watch him, and you know what I see on tape just over and over and over and over again with him? Burnt. Cooked. Over and over and over. And now I'm looking at Tennessee going, okay, so you went hard in the paint on fixing your secondary. Do you think that secondary's fixed? Because I don't. You added Alontae Taylor. You added Cordell Flott. You still had L'Jarius Sneed. And you added Joshua Williams from the Kansas City Chiefs. Is that a secondary you look at and go, oh, God, how are we ever going to throw on them?
No.
Because you know what you have? You have 3 thin corners. None of them tackle well. Not one of them. And so if you had 2 safeties over the top that I'm going, yeah, that's – nope, not there either. So Robert Saleh, that defense, which I liked the Jermaine Johnson move. I've liked some of the things they've done. I feel more and more sure by the minute that they're probably going to add David Bailey or somebody like that at 4 because I think Jeremiah loves 5. That defense last year in San Francisco was as bend, don't break as I've ever seen because they couldn't stop anybody. Tennessee's going to be that on steroids because you took all your money and threw it at guys that don't make any sense. The best corner you signed is Joshua Williams, and I'm not sure it's all that close. You signed 3 guys that are, one's a decent against the run corner. The other 2 are horrible. I just don't get it. I mean, Alontae Taylor is not that guy.
No.
I mean, and I'll go ahead and tell you, I'll wager Saints fans are probably going to tell you the same thing. Even the Saints fans that liked him. Andreas Pinckney said, I laughed so hard when I saw that Alontae Taylor deal. He can cover. He completely quits on plays, and he's only good as a blitzer. Exactly. $20 million for him is nanners.
I don't even see that one as he could be worth that one day. I mean, at least I see how they got there in Indianapolis with Alec Pierce. Of maybe one day he could be worth $30 million a year. This one I look at and go, I don't even see how you could. No.
Alontae Taylor, they could, the NFL owners meetings are in like a week and a half, something like that. They could opine a new rule that Alontae Taylor is the only corner in the NFL that is allowed to carry a baseball bat while he covers guys and can hit receivers with it anytime he wants to. He still wouldn't be worth $20 million. That was the funniest deal that I looked at and went, what are you talking about? And the funny thing is, my second pick happened about 4 U.S. minutes later with one. Oh, gotta look up his full name too. We're not giving people fake middle names today. If your deal's this bad, he doesn't have a middle name. Zion Johnson.
How do you not have a middle name?
Not everybody has a middle name.
Challenge.
Not everybody has you don't have to have. There's no rule that you have to have a middle name. Okay. And he might have one. You know who doesn't know it? Wikipedia.
There it is. There it is.
Yeah, Zion Johnson for $49.5 million. And I get it. Cleveland, you need linemen. I'm well aware of that. Even after this deal, I'm still looking at you going, you need linemen because I don't know. I don't even know if Zion Johnson's any good. I thought he was going to get like a $5 to $8 million prove-it deal. And when I saw that number come down, Tank and I sat in the studio and laughed out loud of, how did you get there? And I loved the kid coming out. I still think there's actual juice there. The problem is that you've never seen it, and you were bidding against yourself. Think about what I'm getting ready to say. Zion Johnson got $16.5 million. Elijah Vera Tucker got 16. I'll give you the rest of the day to explain that to me. Well, but Elijah Vera Tucker's been hurt, so is Zion Johnson. It's the same problem. And one of them's at least been good when he's healthy. The other one was a sieve. Fans of the Los Angeles Chargers have cursed his name for 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot figure it out. Oh, God. Oh, God. I hate it. I hate it so much. And I'm going to yell. I'm going to say so many wordy dirds. We have breaking news. The Las Vegas Raiders are sending a 7th-round pick and quarterback Geno Smith to the New York Jets. I hate this team. I hate this team so much. I hate them so much.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That boy's about as sharp as a bowling ball.
Way to go. Way to go. What's his name?
I hate this
Daryl?
team so much. Darren.
Darren. Way to go, Darren. You had him singing your praises an hour ago.
Was every other quarterback sick? Did every other quarterback on the planet Earth die? I'll be 100% honest with you. I would rather have had Justin Fields for another year than Geno Smith. You found like the only quarterback that I go, I'd rather have Justin Fields.
That's bad.
Oh, because now we got to pay Justin Fields to go away, and we get Geno. Now, here's the positive. How you gave up draft pick compensation, I have no idea. And I get it. It's a 6 for a 7. I get it. Not that big deal.
Right.
I don't care. If you sent them an envelope full of belly button lint for Geno Smith, you got screwed.
Yeah.
I mean, aggressively.
I mean, we could have at least started a fire with the belly button lint.
We didn't start the fire. I hate this so much, so much, so much. Geno Smith follows me around. He from West Virginia to the Jets, back to the Jets. He is following me around like an ex-girlfriend that I never called back. I hate Geno Smith so much. Yep, there's my tank moment. Yep. I hate him. I hate him so much.
You're in the Sportsocracy, and this is ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM at 1400. We'll continue with the daily draft. Coming up next, best and worst signings of the free agency period.
All across the Tar Heel state.
Tar Heels on the run. Trimble to the cup, layup, Kellen in the foul.
This is Carolina basketball.
Long rainbow 3-0, but net from the rookie. Out to Trimble. He'll try another triple. Counted.
The home of the 6-time national champions.
Drives and hammers it home. Hello, young fella.
This is your radio home for the Tar Heels.
Asheville's home for the Tar Heels is ESPN Asheville.
Our 2026 iHeart Podcast Awards are happening live at South by Southwest.
And the winner is...
Watch live Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, free at Veeps.com or the Veeps app.
This is the biggest night in podcasting.
Bring the good with avocados from Mexico. Whether you're listening, snacking, or simply enjoying the moment, spark the joy with every bite. Bring the good flavor, rich and craveable.
Avocados from Mexico. Always good.
I'm Daniel Jeremiah.
And I am Greg Rosenthal.
I know that, Greg. We're teaming up on 40s and Free Agents, the podcast that owns the NFL offseason.
This is where teams are built. Free agency, the combine, pro days, trades. Every move matters.
From my draft boards and mock drafts
to my vaunted top 101 free agents and how rosters come together.
Quarterback movement,
surprise signings.
We'll tell you what it means and who really wins. Open your free iHeart Radio app, search 40s and Free Agents, and listen now.
It's the moment you dream of, the moment you work for, train for, run wind sprints when nobody's watching for, the moment when hours of gym time, court time, prep time, all culminate into this time, the moment when millions of bounces, blocks, and boards all add up to this, your moment. Ingalls, we're with you every step of the way.
I'm Coley Duffy.
I'm Cody Ward.
And
we're the Chainsaw Brothers.
Actually, we're cousins. A few days after Helene, we was in the driveway having a couple beers, waiting on the power to come back on. And we heard so many people calling, needing trees removed, and couldn't afford it.
So I called my dad to borrow a chainsaw, and over the next few months, we cleared trees for our neighbors. Our business was born out of wanting to help Western North Carolina get back on our feet.
We are fully insured and licensed. We keep our promises, meaning if we say we're going to be there, we'll be there. In these parts, we live how we were raised.
When you call the Chainsaw Brothers, you're not a customer, you're family. We're good at what we do, and we do it for a reasonable cost.
For all your chainsaw needs, call the Chainsaw Brothers. 828-316-1013. Or find us on Facebook. See how we treat our family.
Are you still covered up with storm damage and debris?
Call us about our daily rates at 828-316-1013. That's 828-316-1013. We're the Chainsaw Brothers, and with our neighbors, we are Western North Carolina strong.
Woohoo! Clarissa sells WNC as the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have, Zillow Showcase. Check us out at clarissasellswnc.com.
Welcome back into the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville. Say Free Agency Tuesday.
I have composed my thoughts in the break, and now I'm ready to give an astute analysis of Geno Smith sucks and I hate him. There's my astute analysis.
Yes. Geno Smith going to the New York Jets.
Kyler Murray, welcome to Minnesota. Do you know that Arizona still hasn't released him yet?
Really?
They're being so petty that they will not release him until the start of the league year.
Well, I didn't think they could do that.
You can announce it, which allows – once you announce it allows him to talk to other teams. It's a formality. Mm-hmm. When you don't announce it and it's not on the Daily Wire, you can't talk to anybody else. So all these teams are saying – that's why Kyler Murray is not the starting quarterback of the New York Jets. They've resolved we can't wait on Geno anymore. Which is disgusting.
That's gross. That's the grossest thing you've ever said. A team felt so pressured by the timeline that they caved to sign Geno Smith.
They caved to trade for Geno Smith.
Ugh.
Yeah. So that means we're taking on the full contract.
Which is even worse, isn't it?
Now, I will say, since they got anything for it, I will bet the guaranteed money stays with the Raiders.
They better give you something. Hell, they'd give you free passes to Magic City.
Oh, the guaranteed money's already out. It's $26.5. That's the cap hit was already there. It's $26 for a year. Woo, big deal. I don't really care that Woody Johnson has to pay him.
Well, I mean, is it better to do it that way, or is it better to commit to Kyler for more than a year? Because here you got 1 year with Geno, and then next year I get to do whatever the hell I want to in the draft.
For sure.
As far as a quarterback. Next year, God forbid, I'm saying this because I feel like this is how all Jets fans would be thinking going into the season. God forbid Kyler has a good year.
I'll bet you the Raiders are eating a lot. Joshua Brooks said the Raiders are eating a lot of that contract.
Good. It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
We have a whole bunch of breaking news and a whole bunch of super chats. So let's hit the super chat button because a lot of them are announcing things like this.
Okay.
Show me the money, money. Show me the money. I like the cash.
We got to go all the way back to JIY, who said, Bailey to the Titans, you don't trust the Jets to do the right thing? No, I don't. See Smith, Geno. No, the moves that they made yesterday, knowing what I know about how Aaron Glenn's going to call this defense, it feels like they're waiting on one of the hybrid linebackers that can play on the outside, on the edge, and to me, that's more Arvell Reese than it is David Bailey, because you're going to need him to be able to stand up, and I don't think Bailey stands up in a four-man front. So.
Take it easy, money, with a wink and a smile, like it ain't no thing.
Marco!
I would love for you to join us on the YouTubes. That way when things like that happen and Jeremy actually poos himself on camera, you can get a good laugh out of it like we did as well.
Holy sheep shearer, what was that?
Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition. Colin with a super chat. He says, take your mind off things, Jeremy. Romeo Dubs signing with the New England Patriots.
4 years, $70 million, I think was the number that I saw.
And what do you think about that?
That's fine.
Is it?
He got just over half what Alec Pierce did. Yeah, I'm fine. I think that's a good signing, to be really honest with you. I mean, I think the Guardian cap's goofy, but he's a good receiver. Had a lot of injury issues, but when he's on the field, he's a dude.
Mm-hmm.
I actually like that for New England. That was one that had been rumored for about I started hearing it a couple days ago.
And where does he fit in with New England?
He takes Diggs' spot.
Okay. All right. We got another one.
Thank you for turning down whatever pot that was cranked to 4,000 the first time. Commanders for Life 23 said, Jeremy, I believe this is your official sign to upgrade allegiances to Washington, brother. I will always love the Jets, but this is starting to feel like one of those just because I love you does not mean you're ever going to love me back. I mean, everything was trending so nicely for the Jets. You got veterans at every level of the defense. You got Onyemata. You got Demario Davis. You got Minkah Fitzpatrick. I'm actually starting to that little flicker in my Jet fan tum-tum.
Don't do it.
It didn't light. It just went. Ooh. The wick just. Could a fire be coming? And then Geno Smith peed right on it, like Calvin and Hobbes style, just.
They got to keep you even keeled, Jeremy.
I don't need a reason to be angry all the time, but the New York Jets, by golly, they give me one. And by the way, 4 years, $80 million for Dubs is what Jordan Schultz is reporting now. That's 2/3 of what Alec Pierce got. Let me update my number there.
Still an overpay, but yeah,
I don't think that it is. I think that's about with where the market is. Because you got to realize once you jump that $30 million shark, you get into a whole mess of $15 to $20 million.
Sure. 20 seems like an overpay to me for him, but in a world where Alec Pierce exists.
In a world where Alec Pierce is a $30 million receiver.
Right.
One man.
That's kind of what I was telling you. It changes my whole my whole view of the system. Tyler Linderbaum gets $27 million a year, the market will catch up. If the interior offensive linemen in this league raise their level of play to his, then you'll start competing for that salary. So yeah, I mean, in a world where Kenny Gainwell's worth $7 million, sure, Romeo Dubs is worth 20.
The Homeland said, you cannot convince me A.J. Brown is worth a first-round pick. I actually didn't say it that way. Guy's basically a taller, bigger version of A.B. who complains if he doesn't get the ball. In a world where Romeo Dobbs is worth $20 million, Geno Smith was worth a 6-7 pick swap. So at this point, I think it's all made up anyway.
He's absolutely worth the first-round pick in my book.
I'm also looking at they're doing the 6-7 thing. I see it out of the corner of my eye.
If you don't pay attention, it'll stop.
For sure.
They'll stop doing it.
It's like all children. If you don't give them the attention they so desperately that they require, just oh, we have another super chat. Hit the button, Chuckles.
Money. Yes, I'm talking about money.
You're playing awful loosey-goosey with that volume.
I mean,
I've only got one ear that works, and frankly, you're testing it.
I don't know why that one's louder than every other one.
I don't know, but it is.
Weird.
It's from Colin. Said the Texans have agreed to a 2-year, $25 million deal with Colts right tackle Braden Smith, per Ian Rappaport.
Okay.
I actually like that one for the Colts.
Okay.
And we have one more about the Jets.
Money, 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 plenty of money. Give me loads of money, a lot of dough. No.
This is from Gotham, who said all this quarterback drama because the Jets beat the Rams. lost out on Trevor Lawrence, and had to take Zach Wilson.
Yep.
And that, boys and girls, is why when the end of the season comes and I go, there's no such thing as a humbling loss. Hey, we go get a culture-building win. Yeah, you wind up with Zach Wilson. And you know what that ultimately leads to? 2 years of Justin Fields and Geno Smith. The only hope is that Arvell Reese can do his best imitation of Ike Enegbali. If you know, you know.
Free agency daily draft. We'll hold on to it after the break.
Yeah, we'll reconvene.
Yep. So far, best and worst signings. Jeremy went best signing Devin Lloyd, bad signings Alontae Taylor and Zion Johnson.
And now this is signing, so I can't throw Geno Smith in it. But can I just put an asterisk at the bottom of my list of Geno Smith? It should be present and accounted for on the naughty list.
Oh, are we not including all moves of the free agency period, or just
free agent signings? This is just bad contracts.
Okay, all right. I've got 2 bad ones. I'll keep trying to look for good ones when we come back.
I think I have way more good ones than you do.
Yes, on ESPN Asheville.
ESPN Asheville. Your mountain weather forecast.
Record today is 76. Going to get close to it. Might even get there as we get into the afternoon. We're thinking 78 right now. But to see on how quickly the sunshine comes out, projected to be mostly sunny as the showers, thunderstorms end. Tonight, 57, some clouds. Cloudy in record territory again tomorrow, right around 80. Showers will come in tomorrow night, and a chance of showers Thursday, especially before lunchtime. Much cooler, 53. From the Weather Channel, I'm Ray Stachik.
This report is sponsored by Aleve. Life doesn't wait, and neither should you. Aleve can help you deal with pain less throughout your day. With just 1 pill, Aleve lasts up to 12 hours. Don't let those aches and pains hold you back from doing what's important to you. Use as directed.
Legendary doesn't happen by chance. It happens because it's what BetMGM does. Sign up for BetMGM using bonus code WPEKCAS and receive up to $1,500 back in bonus bets if you don't win your first bet. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 877-718-5543 or visit morethanagame.nc.gov. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 plus only. North Carolina only. New customer offer. Subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards are non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire in 7 days.
Hi, Flo here from Progressive. You know, life changes quickly, so it's good to have flexible coverage.
Oh, you mean like adding another vehicle?
Yes, that's something we can do.
Great, because I was thinking about getting a van so we could just keep the kids' softball stuff in the car.
Oh, we don't need to get into specifics. Just saying it's easy to change.
Oh, and Hannah wants to try the tuba.
Again, we don't need the specifics.
Last year, she wanted to be a tap dancer, but that only lasted 2 lessons.
Okay.
But she kept the shoes because they are adorable.
Well, just know that with Progressive, you can easily add another car to your auto insurance because we know life changes.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Your entire sports feed all in one place with iHeartRadio. One tap away. Open the iHeart app and stream your local stations. Catch the latest on Fox Sports Radio or dive into the world's biggest sports podcast. Search sports on iHeartRadio and lock in.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of commitment. Committed to you as our customers and the community that we serve. To do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
Clarissa sells WNC as the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have, Zillow Showcase. Check us out at clarissasellswnc.com.
I'm Coley Duffy.
I'm Cody Ward.
And
we're the Chainsaw Brothers.
Actually, we're cousins. A few days after Helene, we was in the driveway having a couple beers, waiting on the power to come back on. And we heard so many people calling, needing trees removed, and couldn't afford it.
So I called my dad to borrow a chainsaw, and over the next few months, we cleared trees for our neighbors. Our business was born out of wanting to help Western North Carolina get back on our feet.
We are fully insured and licensed. We keep our promises, meaning if we say we're going to be there, we'll be there. In these parts, we live how we were raised.
When you call the Chainsaw Brothers, you're not a customer, you're family. We're good at what we do, and we do it for a reasonable cost.
For all your chainsaw needs, call the Chainsaw Brothers. 828-316-1013. Or find us on Facebook. See how we treat our family.
Are you still covered up with storm damage and debris?
Call us about our daily rates at 828-316-1013. That's 828-316-1013. We're the Chainsaw Brothers, and with our neighbors, we are Western North Carolina strong.
Woohoo!
It's the moment you dream of, the moment you work for. All culminate into this time, your moment. Ingalls, we're with you. every step of the way.
Unlike other health concerns, mental illness is not always easy to see. Depression won't show up on an eye chart, and you can't measure it on your bathroom scale. Sorting out a mental health concern is not something to attempt on your own. You won't find a bipolar disorder by looking at a thermometer. Like many other health conditions, help for mental illness takes professional diagnosis and treatment. Anxiety won't just go away under a stick-on bandage. So the sooner you seek treatment, the better. If you or a loved one has a mental health concern, don't go it alone. Find out what to do. For 24-hour free and confidential information and treatment referral, call 1-800-662-HELP. Learn more at samhsa.gov/support. That's samhsa.gov/support.
The Sportsocracy.
Hello, everybody. This is good old JR Jim Ross, WWE Hall of Famer. Boy, these boys are smart. You talk about goofier than a pet coon. Let me tell you something. This show is a legitimate slobber knocker.
And welcome back into the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville. Talking free agency in the NFL, deals continue to be made. Trades are still happening. Most recent trade, Jeremy doesn't want to talk about it.
Actually, no, I'm fine. Now that I found out Geno Smith restructured his deal and he's making the vet minimum, I still don't like it because I don't like Geno Smith, but that does guarantee we're not going to delve into the Ty Smith soiree or Ty Simpson soiree. We're going to wait for next year. Okay, I'm there. I'm good. Mm-hmm. I'm fine. Maybe I overreacted because the name Geno Smith does the same thing to me that a red blanket does to a bull.
Continuing the stock up, stock down, good or bad moves in the free agency period.
I believe it's back to you.
I guess. Can I go stock down for Ian Rappaport? Just because I just saw his report here about Isaiah Simmons coming back to the Carolina Panthers, and I hate this little per me and Tom Pelissero.
They all
don't
do that.
Purr yourself. Don't. If you're going to purr yourself, you go into another room, okay?
Coming from the master purr, that is definitely.
You never find me doing it out in public. Just saying. You don't purr yourself in public. Keep that to yourself.
Don't you talk bad about my Irish car bomb friend Ian Rappaport that way?
According to my sources, I mean, that's the way that should be said. But this is me. This is another one of those. It's like the people using the term meantime instead of meanwhile. No one says meantime.
Meanwhile, back at...
That's how that's supposed to be said. It's not meantime.
Look, I read an AP story from it was over the weekend where an AP writer in a story that got past an editor said there was a fourth quarter collapse in a men's college basketball game. Yeah, my bar is super low at this point. I don't expect much from you. They don't play quarters in men's college basketball, and they haven't for 100 years.
Never, not once, have they? It's never happened.
Nope.
No. That's the girls. Gambit fan says Tank would know as an award-winning broadcaster and hero. I just get the muted bell for that one, mainly because I broke it when I threw it. I'm not sure what's happened here.
I had one of the most.
It's just
he is a Marconi Award winner,
not a Bell Smith by any means. Doesn't work anymore. I blame the intern.
Not at Bell Smith.
What do you do when the intern breaks the bell with their head?
But you threw it.
Did I?
I believe we have you on camera doing it. Tank Smith. Why do I keep saying Smith?
I'm not sure.
Tank Spencer,
yes.
Marconi Award winner, not a Bell Smith, but one of North Carolina's most prolific purrs.
They call me Sir Purr, in fact.
That's actually what they named the cat after Tank.
Mm-hmm.
That was his nickname.
That's right.
In high school.
That's right. Purr me and Sir Purr. It's
Jeremy's fun.
It's just perfect. All right, back to the good signings, bad signings in this NFL free agency period.
I just realized I threw my bill, and now I don't know where it went.
Here, would you like to use mine? It works. It works. It works lovely. Just kind of sounds like a Zippo lighter. You got to pay extra for that one.
There it is. We're good.
Oh, good Lord. Let's see here. You already took Devin Lloyd, which was my favorite signing. $15 million a year for him.
Wild.
Is insane.
Wild.
It's
only twice as much as Kenneth Gainwell got, which is just nuts.
I'll take it again. I will take it again. With the third, fourth, and fifth selections of this draft, Kenny Gainwell $7 million a year for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm telling you, man, I don't know. I honestly, like you said, there's so many good deals. I don't agree with you.
I have no less than 10 good ones on my screen right now.
I mean, Kansas City Chiefs for Kenny Walker.
That one's solid. That's on my list.
That's a good deal for Kenny.
Well, it also opens up the low-key thing for Kansas City is it opens them up to be a team that just takes the best player on the board. Because you don't have to be beholden to Jeremiah Love.
Right.
Because I don't think he's going to get to you. So now you could be the landing spot for Caleb Downs. You could be the landing spot for Reuben Bain. You could be the landing spot for a lot of guys. I agree with you. I was very fond of the Kenny Walker signing. I had to sound it out. Because seeing almost $15 million for a running back is tough. There's not a lot of bell cows left. We did this on my show Overtime last night. There's 12 bell cows left in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
So if you got one, you're at a great advantage, even if it does cost you $15 million.
Mm-hmm. I'll take Tyler Linderbaum next.
I mean, it has to be a bad deal for you.
It goes every way. It goes every way. It's a great deal for Tyler. Great deal, money-wise. Terrible deal because you're going to a team that ain't going to win squad. The other way, great deal for the Las Vegas Raiders. Good job. You got a veteran center, an all-pro center for your rookie quarterback coming in. It's going to be awesome. Bad news is you just set the entire market for interior offensive linemen to a level that nobody thought was possible.
And I don't think he did. I don't think he did. I think it's going to be an outlier for years. I genuinely, with 5 years from now when we're doing this, I still think that's the highest deal ever signed by an interior offensive lineman.
Yeah. There was good and bad to that deal.
I'm conflicted of which one to take first.
Okay. That one. You should take that one first.
I'm going to go Mike Evans.
That's the one.
3 years, $60 million. I mean, just because I'm looking at it, look, I don't love Brock Purdy, but something that does need to be acknowledged about him, he is super accurate at times.
Mm-hmm.
Vast majority of the time, actually. And so you get a big-bodied receiver like that that's just an absolute weapon, and it pushes Pearsall and all the other guys on that roster down a peg. You still got Kittle, who, yes, is coming off the injury, but he's still one of the best tight ends in the league. You got Christian McCaffrey that's the do-everything. You're building that team up to be a playoff contender. Do I think you're winning a Super Bowl with Brock Purdy? No, I don't. But you are throwing everything at it.
Plus, that's a deal that, you're not going to be stuck with it. There's not a whole lot of money. There's not a whole lot of guaranteed money attached to it down the road. It's more than likely a 2-year deal than it is a 3-year deal. The 3-year deal was basically just to kind of stretch the money out. It's got potential.
There are a bunch that I feel like I'm going too deep divey. Because, I like Rico Dowdle a lot. I like that signing a lot. That's your starter. I think he's going to be a dog in Pittsburgh. I really like Isaac Suamalo from going to Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
You got Isaac Seumalo for $31 million. Zion Johnson got $49.5. That's, to me, that's insane. Those two things living in the same world blows my mind. But the one I'm going to go with is Rashid Shaheed.
Okay.
3 years, $51 million is significantly less than I thought he was going to get. Because that is a big boy deep threat. And Seattle, I mean, look, they took some losses. And here's the thing that nobody will talk about. Seattle's going to lose so much in free agency that bringing back Josh Jobe, which I didn't love, but I understand why you did it. Bringing back Josh Jobe and Rashid Shaheed, you know what those two things don't count against? The compensatory formula. They were your guys. You can re-sign your guys anytime you want to.
Mm-hmm.
So you add two high-level pieces. Well, a high-level piece and a legit outside starting corner in the NFL. It doesn't mitigate Boye Mafe. It doesn't mitigate Kenneth Walker. It doesn't mitigate Kobe Bryant. So all of those losses, you still have not delved into another team's unrestricted free agent to mess up with the formula. So you could end up with 4 picks coming back next year for what you lost. That makes it even more valuable. If you'd overpaid either one of those guys, which I don't think you did, you would have been justified in that because those extra picks are worth a certain amount. And Seattle managed to do it and did it, I think, below market value. I can't remember what Jobe's deal looked like. I didn't hate it. I didn't obviously love it because I don't love Josh Jobe. I saw it earlier. There's a lot of things on my screen right
now. My next
3
one,
years, 24.
I'm going Isaiah Likely. Isaiah Likely to the Giants. I like that.
Good.
Deal. Yeah, like I like
almost
that
took
deal.
that one.
3 years, $40 million. I mean, I guess that's pretty high money for a tight end, but he's also a guy that's got a lot left in him that hasn't been used in Baltimore.
A lot of tread on the tires. I mean, he's worked as the 2 in Baltimore for years.
Mm-hmm. I'm interested to see what he looks like with, no Mark Andrews next to him. Although, I mean, we got to see him several times with no Mark Andrews next to him because Mark Andrews was hurt. But you've been against the whole Harbaugh thing going or saying that it's not going to go the way that they want it to in New York. I think it's going to fit in pretty well, or he'll fit in pretty well with Jackson Dart, and even if they are getting Jeremiah Love in the draft and the weapons that they do have in that offense, I think they're making it as interesting as they can. And I gotta go with another bad one. It's Jalen Nailor. I can't see Jalen Nailor being a $10 million a year running or wide receiver.
I don't get it in the least.
And I like Jalen Nailor.
He's fine. He's just a $5 million guy at most.
No doubt about it. And the Raiders paid up for him, which is stupid. And why they suck.
I have one bad one left. I'm going Wan'Dale Robinson. 4 years, $78 million. Wan'Dale has long been one of my guys. He is a Amon-Ra St. Brown team veteran.
Yes,
he is a guy that I talked about ad nauseum when he was coming out of Kentucky. The problem is I don't like the fit. Because now Wan'Dale will operate. You tell me where I'm wrong here. He operates as the one, fact or fiction. He is the number 1 receiver in Tennessee.
Yeah.
So now you have Alec Ayumanor, who's not great over the top. If you think you're going to get anything out of Calvin Ridley, I don't know. They may be planning on cutting him. He didn't look like the same guy. He's not a great over-the-top threat at this point. Chimere Dike is. Where does Chimere Dike play? Predominantly out of the slot. Where does Wan'Dale Robinson play? Predominantly out of the slot. It gets into, I don't know how you're supposed to stack this team for Cam Ward. I love the target. I love it. The problem is I don't think you're done. Chimere Dike, always set the NFL record for most all-purpose yards for a rookie. Woo. He had a couple home run shots as a deep threat. That's it. I still don't think he's a great receiver. Elikayu Manor, as much as I like him, he's a trash guy because he's not blindingly fast. He's not crazy big. He's that DeMarcus Robinson type player. That's who he is.
Like a possession receiver.
Yeah. I still don't understand how you scheme this up. And the more we talk about you moving on from Tony Pollard, the less I like this team. I think Tennessee's added a lot of talent. They're far better off than they were. I just don't think it is. When you look at the money, I don't think the amount of money you have spent has made you that amount of money much better.
Okay. I could follow you down that path. If only they had known that they could have gotten Kenny Gainwell for $7 million.
Bingo.
You are in the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, 1400. Hey, J.K. Dobbins coming back to the Denver Broncos. Were you shocked that he got $10 million a year?
No.
Because I kind of was. Because
he was good.
Didn't
he was good when he was upright.
But that's that last part is the part that should be focused on. When he was up, sure, you're $10 million guy if you're healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Last I checked, he wasn't.
Well, my problem with J.K. Dobbins is that I feel like Denver positioned their fan base for we're going to chase Kenny Walker, we're going to chase Travis Etienne, we're going to be a player for Jeremiah Love if he were to fall. They made it sound like they were going to be adding something to this offense. And now J.K. Dobbins, as good as he was, and he was very good, it feels deflating. We had Soaring Eagle call into my show last night. He went on a phenomenal tirade. I was very afraid that wordy dirts were going to come out of his mouth. But I feel like that's what Sean Payton does. He leaks all this information, and then he just goes a completely different way. It's like he's messing with other GMs at the expense of his fan base. And he doesn't understand why his fan base stays in kind of this weird space with him. It's because I feel like you're lying to me all the time. J.K. Dobbins is a fine signing. He's fine. I'm not upset about it. I think it's good to a point. But it's not what I had my hopes up for. Kind of like when you told me I could have Kyler Murray, and instead I got Geno Smith. Joshua Pennick said, kind of surprised Jaelan Phillips hasn't been mentioned. I'll tell you why I didn't mention it in my best and worst signings, because putting Devin Lloyd next to him makes me like him exponentially better than I did, because that was one of my fears, is you're getting into you want a no-fly zone over the middle of your defense. The Carolina Panthers had a fly here anytime you want to Delta Miles defense, and then you added Devin Lloyd, and that changes things. Is it an overpay? Absolutely. Is it one of the 3 worst in the league? Not when you factor in. I thought Devin Lloyd could get 22 plus. He got 15. So you shave that off. And mentally in my head, I gave that to Devin Lloyd. I took that off Jaelan Phillips. Okay, I'm good now.
You got a good package deal.
Yeah, Jaelan Phillips got vaguely what Odafe Owa did in that regard, and I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
So that's where I was. That's why I didn't say it.
Yeah. Jaelan Phillips to me it's a risk, it's an overpay, but it's also the Carolina Panthers. To me, you have to factor in the team.
It's not a huge free agent market.
And how desperate that team is to have a pass rusher, to have something, desperation counts for something.
For sure. You had to take in the fact that this is a team that is not notorious for being able to sign big-time free agents. A lot of times they get used as leverage.
Right.
They got the best pass rusher on the market, and they got the best off-ball linebacker.
I like the fact that they took a swing. Whether it works out or not, we'll have to wait and see. It's not my money, so good for you. I wish I could adopt that same philosophy for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but I can't. I feel like that's my monopoly money. You can't have any. We'll be back with you tomorrow here on ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, and 1400. Stay tuned.
ESPN Asheville, your mountain weather forecast.
Record today is 76, going to get close to it. Might even get there as we get into the afternoon. We're thinking 78 right now. We'll just see on how quickly the sunshine comes out. Projected to be mostly sunny as the showers, thunderstorms end. Tonight, 57, some clouds. Cloudy in record territory again tomorrow, right around 80. Showers will come in tomorrow night and a chance of showers Thursday, especially before lunchtime. Much cooler, 53. From the Weather Channel, I'm Ray Stachik.
This report is sponsored by True Green. True Green. Don't waste another weekend doing your lawn care yourself. Partner with the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour and get a golf course quality lawn the easy way. Sign up at truegreen.com. Then sit back and relax.
You know who's listening to the radio? Voters. Lots of them. So if you're running for office, this right here, great place to reach them. And it's not like social media where people are just swiping through ads. With radio, they're engaged. Plus, it's 1/10 the time and cost of video. Don't just campaign. Connect with millions all over the country, even thousands in the smallest communities with radio. Be on the air in just 48 hours. Visit winwithiheart.com. That's winwithiheart.com.
Dan Scott here, inviting you to check out my new show every Sunday, 8 to 9 a.m. here on ESPN Asheville, where we bring sports and faith together. The Dan Scott Show, 8 a.m. Sundays on ESPN Asheville.
Thanks to you, more than 50,000 teachers have been recognized for the amazing work they do in classrooms across America each and every day.
Speaking for all teachers, we don't do this for the recognition, but it's nice to get it sometimes.
iHeartRadio's Thank a Teacher, powered by Donors Choose.
It's always nice to know that we have a positive impact.
We're helping get teachers the resources they need to inspire the next generation.
It's the family, it's the student, it's the teacher in the school, and even the community, so it's a team effort.
Just go to iHeartRadio.com/teachers.
Selling your home? Don't settle for average. Our real estate team at Clarissa Sells WNC and eXp Realty offers Zillow Showcase, an exclusive AI-powered listing experience available to just the top 10% of all listings in our area. With immersive media, cutting-edge design, and elevated marketing, Showcase listings, they go pending quicker and sell for up to $9,000 more than standard listings. Ready to stand out in a crowded market? Give our team a call today, 828-774-6343, because your home deserves the spotlight.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of commitment. Committed to you as our customers and the community that we serve. To do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
It's the moment you dream of, the moment you work for, train for, run wind sprints when nobody's watching for, the moment when hours of gym time, court time, prep time, all culminate into this time, the moment when millions of bounces, blocks, and boards all add up to this, your moment. Ingalls, we're with you every step of the way.
These eventful times.
In times like these.
Interesting times, to say the least.
Make for eventful days.
You know, there's never a dull moment. And more is yet to come.
In any event.
We need ice out of Minnesota.
I'm staying till the problem's gone.
Law enforcement is working tirelessly around the clock.
Deliver a peace deal sometime soon.
Ayatollah Khamenei warning of a risk of regional war.
Check in
every hour. That's the way to go.
This is WWNZ.
Over 50,000 police officers are assaulted on the job each year, leading to injuries and death. This is the reality they deal with when making contact with the public. Another reality is that if someone doesn't comply with a lawful order or uses force against them, police may have to use sufficient force in response to obtain compliance. The use of force is always ugly. Nobody likes it, especially police, and nobody knows how it will turn out. Spread the word. For de-escalation to work, both parties must de-escalate, and de-escalation isn't necessary if there is no escalation. Help police by not escalating. Don't attack or try to disarm an officer, whether it's getting asked a question, getting a citation, or getting arrested. Don't argue, don't resist, don't flee. After the encounter has been resolved is the time to address any complaints. Comply now, complain later. Keep everybody safe. This message brought to you by the National Police Association. To learn more about how to help law enforcement accomplish its goals, visit nationalpolice.org.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Asheville's #1 sports station, ESPN Asheville, WPEK, W225CJ Fairview, WMXF Waynesville, an iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human.